And that was our intro video. It was a totally new, fully revamped everything.
Tiny.
We've got a tiny Austin. Yeah.
You're in the little corner.
I mean, OBS updated today, so you know, fun stuff. Welcome to the stream. Can everyone hear us?
How long would it take to fix it?
Oh no, oh no. Bigsby, are you alright over there? You can't hear us? Bigsby! Bigsby, come back! Wow. Beautiful start. Thanks, Crossbones.
Crossbones can hear us.
Crossbones, maybe you can hear us? Awesome.
I hear you.
Let's see. We're going to lose Bigsby and Rosalind for a minute. Reconnect.
What?
Do you wanna? Will it?
Reconnect?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
perfect.
muted you because
Oh.
chat was talking.
It was set up interestingly on our end.
All right. You know, technology.
I'll let the fox do it.
Oh, jeez. McCall J and Bigsby are definitely going to send this show for a wild ride tonight. Please let us know in chat if we have any other issues that we don't hear, see, or otherwise. Yeah, welcome. This is Here Be Dragons, also known as Technical Fails D&D once a month. The other time of month, we have D&D DM fails, so just stay tuned. Tonight might be a fun way to finish off the characters, or the DM.
One man's fail is another man's pleasure.
Perfect. D&D's funniest videos? Anyone? With that, we want to quickly hop through all of our fun stuff going on. So a bunch of you tuned in because we're doing some giveaways. We're announcing our Instagram giveaway tonight in just a couple minutes. But before we announce that, we want to let you know next week, 1 week from today, same time, we have the finale of our main season storyline. Tonight's not our main season story. This is just a fun little one-shot, picking up some characters that we had in the summer. Yeah, it'll be a fun little game.
Last summer.
Last summer?
Well, because it's like
Last
kind of
summer.
sort of
Almost
summer now.
a year ago.
Technically.
Almost a year
It's
ago.
still spring.
Well, I mean, some kids are already on summer break, so I mean.
Yeah, well, summer, spring, winter, fall, depending on the hemisphere you're in, welcome to our D&D show. But next week is our big giveaway and our season finale. Do keep an eye on all of our Instagram, social media, such as Twitter and Facebook, because we will be announcing what we're doing over the summer, whether or not we're starting our next line of the story, or if we are doing some fun little one-shots and summer stories with the mustache over there, as he's carefully preparing for his summer season. Before we announce our winner, we want to quickly go over our sponsors. So you'll see, yes, you can see them today. We have a few different sponsors here. We have a coffee sponsor called Caffeinated Kobold. I will show this here. This is one of the 4 flavors. It is a wonderful, awesome way to amp yourself up before playing D&D or any video games or studying or whatever you need to do. Drink it at all hours of the day. 12 cups is just enough. We do have a dice sponsor, and that is Blacksmith Craft Dice. The big clunks and thuds that you hear on stream are probably because the players are rolling these, and they are a metal dice. You can find them on Amazon. And fun enough, as we're talking about sponsors here, Stream Elements has posted a little message for you. Do some little commands. I think it's exclamation CT for Caffeinated Kobold, or for Critical Treasures, which is the bags and dice here. Critical Treasures does bags, dice, knickknacks, and other things. She has an Etsy shop, and at some points she gets so overwhelmed with orders that you get on a wait list. So her stuff is great. We have a few different items here. Yes, adverts, real gobshite. Just above, there's ads there. Just right now, there's ads here. This is just an advertisement show. Thank you for joining us.
Basically, yeah.
Basically.
It's an infomercial about the best things in the world.
Popcorn. Cool. So, here we go. We had an Instagram giveaway, and here be marketing it is. The Instagram winner, who will be announced on our Instagram at 415 gets to hear now if they're here. Drum roll, please, Bigsby.
That's too charismatic. I think you need to.
Yikes.
I don't agree.
Adam Lau on Instagram is our winner. So, Adam, we will be in contact with you via Instagram. You get to pick out one of our shirts in the size and color that you want, and we will get that shipped to you. Now, if anyone else wants a shirt, next week during our show, we will have a giveaway bot going on. You just have to interact with it. You don't have to be here when we actually draw. So if you can show up for the first half, or the last half, or the middle, or sporadically throughout, whatever it may be, as long as you interact and hang out for just a couple minutes, you'll get entered in, and you could win a shirt as well. Anything else? Oh, if you want to buy a shirt, thanks, Gobshite. Look below. There is a merch link. And also, if you do !merch in chat, you should get a link there as well. You can buy any one of the 4 or 5 shirts we have. 5. We have one
and
for...
And 2 come in tank tops or t-shirts.
Oh, yeah. We have tank tops and t-shirts for a couple of them. So
Like,
there you go. If you want to buy any and all of them, do so. Cool. I think we've done our first half of advertisements, marketing, etc. We'll go on break for 20 minutes, come back to more advertising, and that'll be it. Oh,
Sounds good.
Perfect. Here we go. Players.
Mm-hmm.
Get into character.
Get into character.
Oh, sorry, Nathan. I was waiting. Never mind. Love you, buddy. Okay, cool. And here we go. We're picking up some characters who were in Dragonspire, in the northern islands of the Black Isles. They had just encountered a few disturbing things, such as, portals showing up over town. Having had a crazy day fighting battles in the woods, and coming back to town as portals began to open up overhead, the party rushed in to see what was happening as the town was in chaos. A larger portal descended over the magic shop just outside of the inn. As the portal descended, a crackle and flash of light scooped away this building, and in the middle of this circle where the portal landed was a patch of bluish-green grass. Dead center of that patch, a tall tree of the Fandar variety, one that had been all but extinct in the Isles for excessive logging. This tree was known to provide the best wood for making bows, staves, and decorative materials, as the grain itself was a multicolored mottle when you sliced into the tree.
Ooh.
Something that, as the townsfolk noticed, was not something they see very often, drew some amazement. Now, as people got close to this newfound patch of grass where the magic shop once stood, an electric field caused static shocks, which started off a little tingly and then got very painful as you got close to the patch of grass, as some form of protection for this newfound tree. Now, as we see, it seems Bigsby has tried multiple times to enter, and every time the same zap has occurred. Having found no way to get into this new little patch of grass, our party decided to step back across the street as the hubbub dulled down and get some dinner and tend to their wounds from the day of battle. The Stumble On Inn was open just for dinner time here, and a small crowd gathered in this inn. As food came out to the tables, the inn got a little busier as people were taking a breath from the chaos of the portals descending on town. The party had found themselves a table near the bar and was eating their food. Now, what would you like to do, party members?
I take a drink.
Drink was poisoned. Take 6d...
Just kidding. How much?
60
10s.
tens? No. That's gonna kill Rogar. Don't do it. That was a joke. Bye, Rogar.
It'd be close. I might
Oh.
survive, but it would
His
be.
game.
Only level 4.
Lucas Martinez, if you haven't gotten the chance to understand our friend Austin here, he's got a large stack of characters that he'd probably be able to just pull one off of the desk and be like, here's another character.
Yes.
I would have a pile of bodies before I ran out of Austin's characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But was his drink really poisoned?
No,
Now
it
I'm
wasn't.
confused.
It's
Okay.
not. You
Okay.
guys are safe.
10,
For now.
14. Oh no, that's
He
10,
rolled it
18,
anyways.
22. I'm still alive!
It wasn't poisoned.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it would do.
All right, everyone. I didn't think I'd have to be the one to do this, but let's focus.
I think that the magical circle is a good thing because, like, those trees are extinct and now it's safe.
The magic circle hurts you when you walk towards it.
Well, then leave the tree alone.
I wanted to poke it.
Well, I would like to rip off your mustache, and I don't.
Why would you want that? Why is that the specific thing you want?
I don't know. I agree with her.
What? You mean it took me 145 years to grow this? This is not known amongst gnomes.
Another gnome nearby leans over and goes, "It's kind of gross, man. We're not supposed to grow that stuff." And turns back to his dinner.
Look,
It's
look.
against the ways of nature.
It helps me blend in nature. It's a facial camouflage.
Trees don't have face fur.
No, but other animals do. Look at Mick. Mick looks up. He's got face with fur on it.
His whole body has fur.
Well, I can't control that.
Anyways, that portal was pretty crazy.
As this interesting discussion carries on, a slightly rowdier group near the bar is all talking and standing around one gentleman who seems to be telling a story again and again, fairly similar that you could overhear. You couldn't quite tell what it was, but he gets a little bit closer to your table, and the new group of people standing around ahs and oohs and amazement as he says, "And having no knowledge of the magical qualities of such items, I figured I could just store one inside the other. What problem would that be? And it would just compact the load as I carry it around and try to make my sales. But I didn't think it would cause that. Huh." And he points out the door at the tree that sits out there. "But at least I made it out safe. Can't say the rest about my pack, but maybe if anyone has any magical trinkets, I need to make a living and get to the next island. So, any of you lot?" And the group disappears as it seems like he's just trying to swindle
Yeah.
some people of things.
Yep.
Well.
You caused this, sir?
Well, I can't say that I caused it knowingly. I just tried to make sure my load was a bit smaller. I didn't quite know what I was being sold, I guess. Do you know what it might have been that caused this?
Nope.
You.
What? I mean, what did you do? You tried to consolidate your load?
Yeah, precisely. I just put one pack with some stuff in it into the larger pack that I just purchased, and well, a little swirly twirly thing just popped up right where my pack was and launched up into the sky.
It's called a portal.
Oh,
Portal.
portal. Okay, well, the swirly twirly portal just ate that poor shop across the street.
What kind of bag did you have? Was it? Did you have magic things that you, and then?
What he's
Precisely.
asking.
Precisely, just that way. Just magic things, and then, you know, that's how magic things work.
Yeah.
Were you in the shop when it
That's where I just acquired one of the bags, but, yes? So, if
So-
the shop owner returns, I guess I must pay him back for his shop, wherever he went.
You
Wait. The shop owner wasn't there when you acquired.
Oh,
The
no, he was there, and he's still there, wherever the shop may be. And at this point, for the elven man you've been talking to, you've never seen one blush as much as this one has.
Sir, I think you should find a new line of business.
Well, why would I need to find a new line of business? It was working out quite well until my pack got eaten up by the swirly twirly.
You clearly don't understand the world of magic.
Yeah, clearly. Tell him.
You clearly don't understand the world of magic.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't make-
do I have to understand the world of magic to sell magical items?
Yes,
Hell,
that should be a prerequisite.
I think, yeah, maybe.
What do you know?
Math? Sales?
Math teacher.
I only know math good enough to, make good sales, I guess. When it's positive, it's mine. When it's negative, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, that's about all kids learn nowadays.
Perfect.
You'll be fine.
And he...
So you put thing in thing, shop disappears, and you made it out. How?
Well, I'm quick. And sometimes, I use my quickness in my, profession, you see. And,
Seems legit.
I've practiced, how to, get out of buildings when you need to, escape, a fire
Yeah.
or something.
I'm starting to think that this guy. Remember when he blushed? I feel like, personally, he might have stolen it.
If I've stolen it, if I've purchased it,
There
It's-
is a big difference.
it's elsewhere as we see it now. I ended up dropping my pack when it did the swirly twirlies, and, it's somewhere in that man's magical shop with him.
Well, I hope you've learned your lesson. And I go back to my food.
Speaking of, do any of you have any magical items you'd like to part with? I've got a couple gold in my pocket. No? No takers?
No.
No, okay. Well, off to the next group. He starts to walk off to the next table just next to you all. Yes, hello.
Maurice?
I want to. Does he? So I know he said his pack went up on the tree or whatever. Does he have anything else on him?
He's got a small satchel on his waist, like on his belt.
I'm curious about that.
Are you gonna sleight of hand it as he walks past?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. First roll of the evening. Let's see what the sleight of hand gives us.
It's a soft 20.
Can I roll perception? I'm suspicious of this guy, so I feel like my eyes are trailing.
Go ahead and roll perception.
I was gonna say, do you want me to roll perception on it if I see her?
Yeah, if you're rolling perception to watch this guy as he walks away,
Yeah.
I will use that for both watching him and noticing if
Okay.
you see a Lowen.
15.
15. All right.
I don't. She needs. I don't. If that's a stealth.
I say, do I have to roll like stealth or deception or anything?
do a stealth on there as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she is able to get her hand into the satchel.
Right. Right.
Yeah, no, it's a 25.
Okay, 25 on stealth.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you see nothing. You actually think that Alolan is sitting there enjoying her dinner. She reaches over her shoulder and gets right into the satchel as the guy walks past. And as she opens her hand, there is a small little wooden signet that looks like it might have hung on a necklace or a chain. It it doesn't really have much of a symbol to it. It's got some very ornate design. The edges are worn, but not as if they were sanded down, as if this thing had been around and it's been worn daily on some armband or necklace or something. It does have brightly colored speckling in it, though.
Ooh.
Quick question.
Ah.
Who would I... I'm trying to find the right way to word this. Who would do you think I would feel like I would ask? Probably Rogar, right? Like, I feel like he's like the most knowledgeable.
About
what?
the thing you just stole?
Yeah, or would I just...
It's up to you and your character. You've known Rogar a little bit, and
Right.
he is, what, lawful good there, Rogar?
Lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral. So he might be
So,
a guy to ask. Well,
Yeah. I'll
Rosalind
give you a
might be
little
as
bit.
well.
He'll look pretty beat up. He's got some scars, actually fairly heavy scarring. He was a soldier before, so pretty heavily scarred dude.
Dragon dude.
Dragon dude with a
Up
axe.
to you.
I'll let you take it from there.
I think... So we're at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably notice him, like, watching the guy.
Oh yeah, you'd notice Rogar. Rogar's got
He's
a
not
keen eye
hiding
on it.
anything.
Right. No, I know. I'm just trying to think. So, do you recognize this at all? And I like...
The wooden emblem that Aloan hands to you, Rogar, seems something to you that you might have seen, like a battle line mage or healer wear. You can't quite pick out what it is, but it just in the craftsmanship and the wear on it, it looks like it was most likely within armor or on a vestment that had been beat up quite a bit.
I have seen these from time to time. They're not common, but you do see them on some battlefields. Looks like perhaps some sort of extra healing or armor that different soldiers have worn to give them extra protection. I can't tell much past that, but...
Do you think that guy would have stolen it from someone, or do you think,
Why... You have it.
Do you think
he
Steve would have
would
stolen it from
He
someone?
have stolen. You,
he
you are
dropped
the one
it.
who gave it.
He literally dropped it. And I just picked it up while you guys were talking to him.
Uh-oh, here goes a roll.
I know. I know.
Roll.
Do I have to roll?
What would that be? Insight?
Yeah, they'd be insight. You roll deception against his insight.
You're fine.
What'd you get, Linz?
I got an 8.
I got a 7. He is not smart.
The
Oh my
interaction
God.
here, the interaction here is like very much stumbling over words. And Rogar's like, okay. It's very like terrible in the charisma, and Bigsby at the whole time is going, It's Bigsby level charisma right here.
Yeah, it sounds right. Yep.
It checks out.
I mean, and I
It
don't.
would
He
seem
dropped it.
if he were to have something like this on his person, he did not seem to me to be the fighting type.
Right.
Doesn't seem to have the stomach for it. I would say that if he were to have something like this, he probably looted it. Like a coward.
You hear a couple tables over.
Like that's
It
how
did a
we get most
swirly
of our
twirly
stuff.
thing.
Well, if you're on the battlefield and you take it, that's one thing. But if you just scour a battlefield, that's cheating. I drink.
I think, just so we all are aware, Mick is like going around to tables of people who are slightly turning away from their meals, or like got up to go to the restroom.
I'm gonna.
That's one of his aspects as my friend.
One table, a small child notices and reaches out and gets a small handful of fur as Mick passes by, but all of the adults are oblivious to this.
Does the guy come back near our table?
No, he continues to wander around. He's only a couple tables over at this point.
This is very. Now wait a second. When we were back, remember? I feel like maybe there's more to this. Isn't there someone? Oh no. I'm all getting my worlds mixed up.
Could be.
I could have sworn there was someone.
Bigsby's thinking about dreams he's had at this point.
Guy at that magic shop? Because he's gone.
Right.
Hey,
Magic
he's
shop
gone.
is gone. But perhaps the doorman is still there.
What about that dragony thing that we fought? Who said there was a dude?
Well, there was a house that.
The dragon we fought but didn't kill?
That one!
Yeah.
Yes.
His master was evil.
Right! I'm
We-
not crazy!
We took out the master. He is very dead. You actually got caught. It was funny.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Bigsby
been
must
a
have gotten
Hey.
hit hard on the head in the last battle.
I'm pretty sure there was a halfling who grabbed me with a giant fist of dirt.
Yeah, there was.
Let's see if he pops up in the chat.
Uh-oh.
He was here earlier.
He was here.
Another
Yeah.
portal?
Go.
Go. At this point, as you're all just fumbling over what is happening in town, the door of the inn opens up and a very dirty man walks in. One that's not like head to toe dirt, but more so looks like he's been digging in dirt and has it all down his chest. He's got a very light leather armor on. He's got dirt all up his arms, a little bit on his face, and he walks in and looks around. I need some help. My sheep. My sheep sank into the ground. I can't find them. They're gone.
Help. I speak sheep.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you speak sheep that disappear into the ground?
We'll find out.
Like into the ground, like the ground ate it.
Like the ground ate it. I was bringing them in, on account of dinner time and getting
Right.
them in for their bedtime. And well,
Right.
we're walking across the field and we had a little rumble. And I turned around and there was only one sheep left. And he was just standing there in the midst of nothing.
Is he still around? Out
Yeah,
of the ground? On top of the ground?
He's outside.
Great. I walk outside.
As you walk outside, you do see a sheep sitting next to a couple horses that are tied up.
Really quick, as they're walking outside and we're heading out, I'm gonna quick go over to the other elf.
The swirly twirly elf?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, excuse me. I didn't say anything before because I didn't want my group to, like, make me uncomfortable or whatever. But I do have something that I think I could pawn off. It
You slide.
it belonged to my brother, and I think he had got it handed down as a family heirloom, but he passed, unfortunately, and it was something he wore when he went to battle, and I can show it to you if you'd like, but
Magical? I'll gladly look at magical items. I'm sorry about your brother and all, but
yeah, it was supposed to provide healing, but
oh,
This is-
okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look.
okay.
Show me.
And I like pull it out.
All right. So you pull this little emblem out that you just stolen out of his pack.
Right.
I'm him.
He looks down and goes, "Oh, you said your brother wore this.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of wars did your brother fight in?
He didn't really like to talk about it. So I just know he...
I'm gonna need you to roll deception on him.
Yep.
Pencil? While she's doing this, I am taking 10 minutes to do some ritual to be able to speak with said sheep.
All right.
It's a 22.
It's a 22. He squints at you and kind of tilts his head to the side and looks back down at the emblem and back up at you and doesn't seem to make the connection that he had this one specifically in his pack. So what would you like for it?
I mean, I'm not really familiar with what these go for, but the healing properties and that it's an heirloom, maybe like 5 gold is usually... I don't know. I don't know. Would I know what it's worth?
You would probably have an understanding what it's worth, but I think in this case, with your character, you might want to swindle him a little bit. So it's up to you to set that price.
But I don't... Okay, I'm new and I don't know.
You could say anywhere between 5 and 25 gold for a trinket of this size, probably.
I was gonna say 20. Okay. I feel like 20 gold would be fair.
Well, I only have about 12 gold on me. If there's anything I can do to help repay it, I can perform odd jobs like, shoveling hay, cleaning some boots, anything to help repay the other gold, then that would be lovely.
Do I see anything like daggers or anything
Hanging off of him? No, he has no weaponry.
He had a pouch with a magical healing item, and that was it.
He's got that one pouch. Which is kind of tied on with a heavy rope belt. The rest of his wear is very light cottons. Like he's definitely set up for traveling and carrying a pack. No armor, nothing.
And I'd be like, oh, 12? I mean, I don't really have time. I have to catch up. I think we're trying to save a sheep, but
Excuse me.
I mean, I guess if 12 is really all you have, I am kind of needing it, so.
Well, all right. I'll give you 12, and if you don't mind me sticking around a little bit, I'm kind of new to these parts, and I'd like to know where the adventure and this kind of treasure is. And he gives a big grin and pulls 12 gold out of his pouch, kind of feels around for a second, and you hear some clacks and clunks of a few other little items in there as well. And yeah, here's 12, and hands the 12 gold to you, and reaches his other hand out for the item you're selling.
Okay, well, I have to go catch up with them, so I'll do this, and then if you're gonna be around today, we can talk, later.
All right, cool. I'll find you later.
Okay, I, take the gold and scurry out.
All right. He puts it in his pouch and continues to talk to people around the bar. At this point, you probably have another moment or two to finish your ritual casting.
I'm just staring at the sheep.
Staring at the sheep outside. The other two guys, what would you like to do at the table as the two ladies have left for the 10-minute-ish time frame?
Finish eating and no, that's it.
McCallJ does start snacking on the remaining food on the plate of the ladies who had stepped away and enjoys himself. Rogar, anything for you, sir?
Just a couple of questions, sir. Where were you when the whole ground ate sheep thing?
Well, I was just outside of town, about a 10-minute walk. We have a stable on the other side of town that I put my sheep in overnight. We were just gonna cross through town, and I was gonna come here for a drink, and well, just outside of town they disappeared. And he's like wiping dirt off of himself, but not doing anything at that point, just smearing it.
Did you notice anything about the grass?
Well, it was quite dirty. The grass was there, and then it seems like everything was tilled up and kind of loose. I dug a couple holes about a foot or two deep, and I couldn't find a sheep in it. But, like, it was weird. I didn't recall walking through fresh dirt.
Thank you.
Were you near the tree?
Wait, tree? And he leans and looks out. Whoa! That's new. I hope the magic shop is fine wherever it went.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, like, it just...
Maybe.
Just
I mean,
sort of
Hope for
happened.
the best. Expect the worst.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't wait.
did he do this to gain people? Like, people would talk about that. Maybe it's a marketing thing. I don't know.
No, some guy just put two magic items together and then swirly
Whoa.
and then
Huh.
tree.
Well, that's why I don't deal with magic. I just deal with sheep. Huh.
Good choice.
Just so you know, I mean, we're totally going to help. Don't know where the ladies went. Maybe I think the one's trying to talk to your sheep. Probably to get some answers from the sheep who was there, obviously witnessed it. But just to let you know, I work with a fox, but he should be full. So no fears there, all right, mate?
Okay. I mean, as long as he doesn't eat my last sheep, then I guess that's all right.
Right. I'm pretty sure he won't.
He won't.
I'm pretty sure he won't.
He won't.
I'm pretty sure.
And the other 8 minutes go by. I'm pretty sure he won't. He won't. And
He won't.
the young man standing there just looking back and forth. Out to Rosalind as she's just finishing her ritual of staring the sheep in the eyes and waiting for the moment she can talk to him.
Really quick, want to shout out some follows. Thanks everyone for sending those our way. We got MTV Vizgar, it's Lucas Martinez, and Shield of Destiny, which I believe she had commented how she's loving the episode. So thanks for joining. I don't know if you went over it before. Is it okay if I go over it really quick? Our tipping system, because I think we have some new
Oh yeah, no, we didn't. Go
friends. So we do accept tips and donations. A $5 tip will get you a mild magic scroll. It will apply some effect to the game, whether to the DM or to a player, and that is instantaneous. Drawn at random.
Yep.
$10, you assign a reroll
Correct.
to anyone that you see, DM included, I guess.
Yes! They include me.
So when you donate 10, definitely, just shoot a comment with like a message with it, who you want that to go to. And 25
Yep.
dollars. Ooh, I'm remembering. $25 adds a not a boss, but a
Friend or foe.
Friend or
Oh,
foe.
shut up.
So,
approaches.
and that's drawn at random. We don't know. The DM doesn't know in advance. So that just is instantly added to the game. And if you see the green bar below Jared, below the Instagram stuff, you see that's the hype boss. It'll tell us who the hype boss is. If you become the new hype boss, then you get to assign a nat 20 to the player or DM of your choice.
Or DM.
Yeah, and again, you can just shoot that with a message with the tip if you want, or chat it in the comments, whatever you want to do. To take down the hype boss, that's follows, subscribes, tips, bits, anything like that takes down that hype boss. So, I think that covered it.
It did.
I tried to do it quick.
Perfect.
Back to the story.
As Shadow Wheels did have an important question.
Yes.
Big B's intelligence is 0.
Not negative. Could be worse.
Could have been negative. But
Mike.
yes, I believe someone also pointed out, possibly it's Luke Martinez, that I have been studying the Great Tom Telica.
And apologies, Shield of Destiny. He.
Sir Shield of Destiny.
Sir Shield of Destiny. Your quest awaits.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't.
It's
All
pink.
good.
It's
I
pink on
think
our
it's because
screen.
it showed up pink in my chat, and I'm really bad with pronouns. Like I just throw one in there to make the sentence
There you
like
go.
more proper. So I'm really sorry for using the wrong one. I think I should maybe just eliminate pronouns. That might be
He's
easier.
very, very polite about it.
I've started just cutting out adjectives too.
I love adjectives, but I think
What
I
are
should just
adjectives?
drop pronouns.
Wow. Back
And
to the
sheep.
story. And the
Species
sheep.
actually don't have adjectives, so
The sheep is actually sitting there shaking the whole time, looking around and kind of watching over your shoulders as you're staring at it. And it kind of makes eye contact once in a while, and you've hit your rough 10 minutes at this point.
So tell me about it.
About what?
About your friends being eaten by the ground. What happened?
See, we were coming back for some dinner and some rest, but as we were walking, my friends they just were swallowed up by the ground. But I don't know where they went. Seems like a pretty bad trick if they just leave me behind.
Were
If
you
it was a
leading,
trick.
leading
No.
the pack, or were you in the back?
I was in the middle.
How did you not get swallowed up? What did you see around you?
You.
Bad things around me. Bad things. Dirt went everywhere, and Baz just swallowed up.
Did you feel anything under your feet?
Bad rumbles. Bad rumbles. Bad.
And when it stopped, was it just still? Or did it feel like it moved somewhere else?
Now you're speaking cow.
I say it went that way.
I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're trying to say to me. You moved a little bit there, but I think what you were asking is that if I think my friends went to another place without me, but I don't know. They just boogied away.
Did you feel like there was a monster under the ground?
Monster! Monster! And at that
No.
point, he bounces up and starts like dancing around. Monster! Bah, bah, bah. And he's screaming out. And the shepherd comes running out from the inn and looks around. What are you saying to my sheep? What'd you do?
I asked him if maybe a monster. I asked him if a monster might have eaten his friend. Wow, he speaks English. That's impressive. I think maybe you should take us to the spot where it happened.
Place where it happened.
You wanna
Okay,
be in the room where it happened? the
I'll
room
just
where it happened,
I'll show you this way.
the field where it happened.
That's what
But
it is.
I'm probably gonna have to put him into the stable quick because
Well, of course.
I think he's not gonna go back out there with us though. So hold tight. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. And he starts to try and pull the sheep off, and the sheep sets his butt down and then just lays down and shivers. So the shepherd scoops the sheep and walks off and
I
turns the
don't
corner.
think there's a monster.
Or I will say, we might not need to wait for him. Let me see if I can get something to work. Mick! And Mick looks at me. Right. Mick! Which means, as we all know, hey, try to find the smell of sheep and follow it back towards the forest.
I understand what he's saying.
You did. And Mick actually didn't say that. Mick was like, what is it that you are at? I don't get, okay, fine, I'll do whatever, point me in a direction, is what you heard from Mick.
Right. So he's gonna start sniffing, because he has keen hearing and smell, so he's got
Perfect.
advantage on perception checks for this. Well, with a nat 20 for good old Mick.
Nat 20 for good old Mick.
Yeah, plus, where's your perception, buddy? +3, 23. In some worlds, that's a Michael Jordan.
Can he smell where the sheep are underground with that roll?
Maybe. But Mick does catch scent very quickly and is smart enough to understand that they're looking for the sheep. So he starts leading the group out into the field.
Really quick, Lucas Martinez had a few questions. The first one is he really wanted to know, like, he felt like there's a lot of information needed, like the sheep's name, its hopes and dreams, its pronouns, all that stuff. So if you could provide
Yeah, the sheep's name is Barry, and he hopes that one day to be the leader of his herd.
and then Mick is actually Mick is actually a fox, but
He's a
Oh, riding
Lucas is asking if he can have an accent too, like a British RP.
I'd love if Mick was this elegant, sophisticated being ridden by...
I mean, that's what
Man.
I hear when I talk to him. What do you hear?
Man.
I hear.
Talking to him or talking to you? Because those are two different
I mean, when
things.
Mick, don't you like? That's so just well
Find the
said.
sheep. Yes, quite. Okay, fine.
Mick makes a few more of those and continues to walk out into the field.
Shadowlands would appreciate if we tried to make him British.
All right, well, I mean,
Our apologies in
he's,
advance.
he's not. He's He's a fox, guys. He has it. Like we haven't even got. Like, but I get it. I agree.
Man. So Mick has finally led this bumbling party out into this field, and you do see the ground being turned up in a big area, about a 10 minutes
Ground's
walk.
turned up.
Turned up. It looks like it was freshly tilled, but without any specific pattern to it. The dirt is kind of soft and loose. In the middle, there is one circle that does show up, as the sheep had told Rosalind that he was in the center, and the rest disappeared.
So it's like a ring of dirt.
Basically.
I'm to burning ring of dirt. I'm gonna roll perception.
Let's scorch.
Just to see what else I can see. 15.
You see a big ring of dirt, and in the center, a patch of grass.
Guys, this is a big ring of dirt, and in the center, that's a patch of grass.
Right.
I'm gonna walk across the dirt to the patch of grass.
As you walk through
There
the
goes
dirt,
Rogar.
as you walk through the dirt,
You have an intelligence of -1. We're just going.
the dirt sinks a
He's
little
even
bit.
dumber than you are.
Are there any trees around?
There are no trees. You're in a field. But the dirt sinks a little bit under Rogar's step, but it doesn't suck him under. It only sinks about 4 to 6 inches every step, as it's very soft dirt.
6 inches.
Yeah.
Well, this is very interesting, as I weigh about 260 pounds, and I didn't fall through, but the sheep, which I'm pretty sure don't weigh that much, did.
Not unless somebody's been overfeeding them. I go to the dirt and I call out in sheep talk, "Hello!"
How long do you have the sheep talk?
Should be about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
This
he
is-
said he was like 10 minutes out of town.
This is like the end of her sheep talk. All of you hear "Bah!" come out of Rosalind's mouth.
Do I?
No response.
They're gone.
Or there's a circle of grass, much like the tree which did appear. Did you get hurt like I did when I walked towards the tree that 17 times?
I'm gonna double check it and like put my foot out onto the dirt again. Like he's not sure. He doesn't think so, but he's gonna double check. He's
Just-
gonna step onto the dirt.
Put your right foot out, then put your right foot in. Then put your right foot out,
I think you're supposed to put it in first, then out.
Maybe shake it?
Nothing. I've got nothing.
Oh, that's hokey.
I tried the pokey, but it didn't work.
Didn't.
Did you turn around and make sure the group was still following you doing this?
Oh.
But as you put your foot in,
Yes.
as you put your foot in and out and shake it all about, you don't feel any static electricity, no shocks, no pain, as if something was trying to protect this circle.
It just feels like dirt.
Anybody got a shovel? Wait, it's just one circle of dirt. Is there like another line of dirt?
As you do look about, the ground does seem to be kind of risen just a little bit, but not like a line of dirt. And it goes up over just a small hill that continues away from town.
That way.
Smart.
That's what I asked.
What? That was me talking.
No, I asked the sheep if
Oh.
something went up.
This way.
He got too scared about monsters.
Mick! And I saddle up.
And you saddle up. The small gnome hops on top of the back of this giant riding fox. And you all carry up over the hill. Anything you want to do, Aloan? Or are you just tagging along?
I'm just here for the moment.
All right. As you get...
For the moment, she's gonna leave soon.
Uh-oh.
For the moment, like for the record, I'm gonna put on my dread helm in
Mm.
expectation of
Is
trouble.
the grass tall at all?
No, the grass around you is only about 5-6 inches. It's kind of grazing field. At the top of this small hill that you get to, you do notice that, yes, alone, there is a single tree that stands about 12-14 feet tall. Got a couple little nooks that you could sit up in. It's not a very tall tree.
He knew I was coming.
There is a little path that goes down right alongside the risen ground, and you do see a small circle of different colored grass about 60-70 feet out. In the center of this circle is a little hut, and it seems to be like a cooking fire outside of the hut. And from what you could tell, there seems to be a stall or a stable next to it as well.
We don't smell mutton, do we?
No.
Okay, I was checking something. The raised bit goes up to this hut?
It goes towards this hut, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
Does it look like it peters off before the hut?
No,
Or
it goes straight to this different colored set of grass, almost up to the stalls from what you can tell, but it is 60-70 feet out.
Let's go.
I was gonna say if the grass looks different, I'm probably gonna want to check. How close is that grass patch to the hut?
The grass patch that looks different is surrounding the hut sitting within it.
Does it look like the
Oh.
grass in
Interesting.
town?
From the distance, you can't be sure, but it does
Is
have a
it-
slightly different hue to it as we are approaching a nighttime with the sky pretty clear, the moon up above, and just the remaining light of the sun. The grass does seem to have a different color or tonality to it, but you can't quite tell what.
Sure.
Is it greener on the other side?
Might be bluer.
Ooh, like
interesting.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Oh, they have the best grass, you guys.
Now, I think that we should be sneak-like. Because if something took the sheep, and you said there's like a little stable type thing,
A little stable type thing, yeah.
then that sheep might be in there. I think we should make sure.
I'd like to walk up to where the grass changes, and before stepping over, investigate.
Okay,
And
so-
by investigate, I mean perceive what I can perceive.
All right, so
I'm just gonna look around.
perceiving. So you walk up. It's about a 60-foot walk.
That would be a nat 20, so just so you know.
All right. As you're walking up towards this grass patch, you do notice that it's actually about 40 foot across. There's on one half of the patch, the hut that you've seen. It seems to be a clay on the outside with a nice thatch roofing. Very well maintained, but looks quite old. The stall or stable that you had seen from the distance is an open stall that looks like it would have potentially a horse or another large creature in there. And as you get close, you do see that the dirt is all turned up in the stall as well. The cooking fire that you see seems to have a soup or something that was being cooked. The pot set to the side, and the cooking fire is slowly coming to a smolder as it appears that dinner was a couple hours later. Or earlier,
So-
sorry.
The fire is slowly dying.
Yes.
Well, we're not good buying.
Oh, man.
What would my nat 20 tell me about this blue Kentucky grass?
This blue Kentucky grass, the grass is definitely something you have not seen in your travels in this island. It is a grass that you've heard about in other parts of the world. A very rich, thick grass that's used almost carpet-like in some societies where they'll essentially pave the streets with it because it is a very hardy grass.
How lovely.
That sounds just
But it
delightful.
doesn't seem like odd, magical, off.
No, it just seems like a different grass that you've not encountered. And probably to you, Rosalind, you would find this quite enticing to investigate further.
I take a,
Sure.
what's it called? Blade,
A blade.
of grass,
Yep.
and I chew it.
It has a
After
richer.
sniffing it
Yeah. It
and
has.
brushing off the dust.
It has a richer, meatier taste to it than grass you've eaten here. Meaning,
Meat?
not meat, but it has essentially the feeling of more nutrition to it.
This is really good grass, guys. And I know good grass.
We know.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry, that was way funnier than it should have been.
Druids, I tell you.
Well, so wait, you noticed that the churned up dirt was in the stable? We noticed that too?
As you all come up, you do start to notice it.
I'll say, how far
Alolan, do you
kids go?
stay back in your tree, or do you come up with
How far away
about
is the
60 to 70 feet?
1 second.
And the
Uh,
green grass grows all around. All around.
All around.
The green grass grows.
Yeah. The light level at this point is a full moon, so you do have ability to see fairly well.
Okay.
But everything is a little bit less saturated in color.
Okay, so it's basically like dim light everywhere. Okay, understood.
I think
As-
you should go say hello.
I agree. Especially if something seems to be missing from the stable.
How far is the stable from the hut? As we're getting closer.
There's a gap between the two that's only about
Up.
7 to 10 feet. It seems like these two buildings were built together very closely, as it's a very small plot.
Sure.
Well, at least that you can see, anyways.
And we can see that the stable is empty.
You can see the stable is empty. There's churned dirt in the stable as well.
Hello, in. You coming?
Yells up the hill.
For a second, I thought you were trying to say, hello in there. Like,
Yes.
Empty stables freak me out.
understood. Totally get it.
Well, I still have my dread helm on, so we'll see how this goes.
Okay, well, keep watch and make a hawk call if anything dangerous comes.
How is she going to influence the hawk to do that?
I meant her call like a hawk.
Ah, makes more sense.
Yes.
That was not a hawk.
That was a parrot in peril.
Wow.
Clever.
I speak birds of prey. Anyways,
She does.
I
She
do. It's on the character sheet.
It's a
But
parrot.
parrots aren't birds of prey.
I just
Are
learned
they?
something.
It
I knew
depends
it wasn't
on-
a hawk.
Nuts? And fruit?
All right.
Stuff?
Do they
Okay.
eat like mice and insects and stuff?
Are you going up to the door then?
Yeah.
It is a
I'm following.
It is a sturdy wooden door. This door is made out of some similar wood as to what you'd expect the Fenar tree to appear like.
The what?
The Fenar tree, the tree that you've seen.
The tree in town.
The tree in town, the rare.
Oh,
Wait.
I like that tree.
Not the tree in town, but the tree in town.
The tree in town, yes.
Rumiel's about to freak out here.
Careful,
Rumiel's not invited today.
everyone.
Ru who?
Good.
Focus!
What?
We could get hurt by this door.
I won't knock on it then.
So?
I'm just saying, like, use a stick or something.
Hello?
Oh yeah, that'll work.
No answer inside. And you would have expected an answer with the Dragonborn screaming out in parrot.
I'll go knock on the door.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it.
Man, low charisma, low intelligence, someone who sits off to the back and watches. This is an interesting group. So you knock on the door, and
He's like almost the opposite from you.
it's a big thud as you knock each time on the door. It
there
echoes into the
windows?
home. There's a couple small windows, yes.
And would I hear everything that's going on?
How far out are you?
Like 30 feet, I
Okay.
think. Like
You-
30
you
feet from
probably-
like the stable or whatever?
Yeah, you'd probably hear it. The home is raised up just a little bit on some wooden slats, so it's a couple steps up to make the knock. Aloan, you can't see into the windows very well, but you do see a light, like flicker of a candle inside.
Cool. I'm gonna draw an arrow and shoot at the window.
And shoot at the window.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit, please.
How far away is the wind? You said 60 feet, 70 feet?
For like
she's
40
come up.
feet.
She's about 30 to 40 feet out.
Let's see.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because
I
if
just want
it's
to make sure we were
on,
in range.
we're gonna get hit.
7 is 19.
19, you hit that window. Please roll your damage. And take an arrow
I-
off.
Yeah.
As she's rolling the damage,
Yep.
Bigsby's gonna go, "We're under attack!
Wait.
Enemy! Watch out!" And he's gonna try and shoulder in the door so they have a place to.
Oh, because you just hear the window breaking.
All I hear is like, smash!
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's an 8. So.
So you do shatter the window, and the window shatters inward, and
Inward,
Biggs.
not outward.
Yep, but Bigsby, you don't see that because it's just around the edge of the home. So
Yeah.
you hear the
Oh, this is
whistle,
gonna be good.
the whistle and the crash into the window. So you feel like something's being shot at you. So yes, carry on with what you're doing. Please roll to attack this door.
I mean, I will say, just so we know, I am using the door handle if that helps.
Okay. Well, you said you're throwing your shoulder into it. Okay.
Right, like
I heard.
door.
The door is locked. Please roll to throw your shoulder in.
All right.
This little gnome throwing his shoulder in the door.
I mean, go.
I'm so ready for this.
That's a 17.
17. All right. You do definitely hit that door. Please roll your damage on it.
Yeah,
Chat
baby.
is worried about the NPC children you create that's probably trying to study by candlelight.
Note to self: remove NPC child from window.
What do I roll? Damn it. Is that a
you're-
D4?
You're throwing your shoulder. I'll let you have a D6 because it's not an improvised swing. It's a
Plus
D6
strength?
for a D4 plus strength or a
Yeah.
D6 straight. Your choice.
Oh, I already rolled the D6, so it's 4 damage.
4 damage. You slam into the door and you hear it creak on the hinges a little bit, and you had hoped that your hand grabbing the knob would have twisted and let you just slam through, but
Damn
the
English oak.
door doesn't open.
No, God, get us inside!
Okay,
I
hearing the.
opened the window.
Are you coming up
Window-
after you fire your shot?
No, I'm like, guys, the window's open. You're welcome. Go through the window.
Can we hear her? How far away is she?
I yelled. I could
She's-
hear you guys.
She's
You
about
should be
30
able
feet
to hear
out,
me.
so she can
I was
hear
gonna
you.
say. Okay,
Yells
Okay.
out.
so we have window crash. He slams against the door, and then, guys, I opened a window.
Oh.
Yep. exactly that.
Good.
So much for leave no trace.
I'm gonna go investigate the window.
All right. As you're investigating the window, and Bixby's still freaking out, slamming his shoulder into the door probably 16 more times if it shows from his time in town. You are able to kind of a little bit on tippy toe, tippy claw, whatever the dragonborn foot is, peer into the window.
He's 6'6".
Yeah. You're able to peer into the window. These are on a hut, so they're not like full large windows. They're small, probably about 1.5 feet by 2 foot tall, up a little bit just to let the sunlight in. So you're able to peek in, and you see that there's some really ornate wood furniture. The inside looks like it's quite old and actually very rich in taste for a hut with the outside here.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect.
You see a very nice desk across the way where there's a little glowing oil lamp that has been casting the light. You do notice the bed is in pristine condition, aside from some glass that is now shattered in on it, and a couple chairs next to a small table on the far side. Seems
But no people, just
No.
furniture.
no humanoids, no creatures, nothing that you see, just furniture in a well taken care of LA-sized studio apartment.
So
I have a very good picture of what that is.
Yeah, so tiny. Basically, you stand up from the kitchen table and you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, there doesn't appear to be anyone home. Although I must say, these furnishings are much richer than I would expect, given the appearance of said hut.
Now, wait a second. Are we not under attack?
No, it was Elowen.
Elwin, don't attack us!
I go to the stable.
I think I'm gonna probably check that out next. So you head that way, and I'll be like a few feet behind.
As you head to the stable, you notice in the churned up dirt, there's a few large scaly bits. They don't look like a scale per se, but like a very scaly skin that has been shed.
While they're up there, I'm gonna come up and kind of stealthily, but just go up to the door. I saw him like hitting on it, right? So is there a lock?
There's a lock.
Can I pick it?
You can pick it.
Okay.
What lines did he use to hit on it?
Hey, guys.
Is that never mind? I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I almost said.
Wow.
I want to pick up the scale. Is it like an individual scale or like snake skin?
It's closer to snake skin. Wow, nat 20. It's closer to the snake skin, but
Holy
it
cow!
doesn't flex as much.
So I picked the lock with a 27.
Jeez, yeah, that lock. You look at it and it goes clink clink. But as you pick up this scaly skin piece, it seems kind of like an armored section of almost snake-like quality.
Can I roll history to see if I've seen anything like this before?
Yeah. you
Or
can.
that would be history, or would that be nature?
Either history if she's seen it, nature if she understands it.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about this.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
What did you actually get? I want to know.
I got a 1.
You think it could belong to quite a few different creatures. Birds even come up in the back of your mind, and you dismiss it quickly. Aloan, you are able to quickly open the door with little trouble.
Okay,
And
I'm just gonna like pull it open a little bit and slip it inside.
the door doesn't even creak as you open it up. No scuffs across the floor. You even notice that as you open the door that the wood flooring is in immaculate condition.
Cool.
If
I was gonna say, could I?
If anyone wants to roll perception at this point to see if you see Aloan come up and sneak in.
Can I roll against it?
I
Roll
never
stuff.
left the door.
He's at the door, so yeah.
Oh, so yeah, so
You obviously see this.
Oh, I
You-
thought he went into the bar.
Oh,
with
no.
them.
No,
I
so-
never said
Damn
that.
it. Well, here, let me
Damn
still.
it.
I'm still rolling my stealth.
if she
to
reaches
see.
around you as you're slamming
You're
into
not invisible.
No, but
I opened the door.
I mean, he's not that intelligent, right? So I got a 17.
I don't know.
It's my
You're right
perception.
in front of him. There's
He
no way.
just hit his head on the door how many times?
He hit his shoulder.
It must. Okay, hold up. My intelligence is 0. It's not negative. All right, like.
There's no way. There's no way you could slip in front of him.
No. But you do sneak up and
Tried.
attempt to get in, and he notices that you reach out to the handle and within a brisk turn open it as he's still slamming in, and as you briskly turn it, he slams in and the door swings open, and Bigsby does fall onto this immaculately structured floor. It looks like it was recently waxed as you get your face right up on it there, Bigsby. You get a little wax on your mustache, so you're able to style it back. And this small home is now open to the two of you who have entered while the others are looking in the stable.
I will wait. Oh, I have some things at the stable. Do you want to go for them first, or do you want me to do stable stuff first?
Let's go to stable stuff, as I'm sure someone will alert the group that the door's open.
Sure. Well, maybe. She's looking at it. I'm caught up.
Yeah, if
and-
you're walking up,
and
Brooker, look
looking
at
at
this.
this. I'm trying to think. I don't think that this is going to be from anything that I've seen. Yeah, he was dealing with orcs. I highly doubt this is something that they...
Do you think maybe it was a bird? No, probably not.
I'm going to do... let's see. Doesn't really matter. I'll do a nature check on it
All right?
to
Nature
see
check
if
it is.
I can figure out what it's from.
Mhm.
I would have climbed through the window.
Not natural, but it is a 1.
You also think maybe a bird could be the source of this.
Could be. I've seen some weird birds in my time.
I'll keep it. I stick it in my bag for later.
Yes! I'm glad we are failing so
Oh,
epic.
man.
When a druid rolls a
And-
negative on a 1 on the nature check.
At this point, when you both have tried to figure this thing out, you hear a thud. The door's open! From Bigsby.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect. Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk.
yeah, I'll go back.
Alone, you're one of the first ones in with Bigsby. Bigsby and Alone, you have probably about a 30-ish second head start. Anything you want to look at, touch, lick.
What do I see?
You see a bed to your left with the glass on it from where you shot the arrow through the window.
Yeah.
Straight across, there's a small dining table that is basically about 2 foot to any direction with 2 chairs. And then to the right, there's a small desk with the glowing oil lamp. On that desk, you do notice that there is a quill in its inkwell, some paper next to it. On the other side of the desk, there is a seemingly opened letter. You do see a broken wax seal and a letter that's kind of partially folded open.
I'm gonna go sit at the desk and read the letter.
You're gonna go sit at the desk and read the letter. You open up this letter, and the font is very scripty, and you've never seen this language before.
Okay.
So you're not able to see what it says, but it does look like there's a couple lines of text and a signature at the bottom.
Okay.
Bigsby is going to start by looking to see if there's a little hatch in the floor that could go underground where the sheep would be, since he's already on the floor.
As you crawl around and look, you look under the bed. Not a single speck of dust or cobweb. The floor is smooth all the way across. You bump under Aloan's feet as she's trying to figure out this letter, and you still find no hatches, just a very clean, pristine floor.
This place is really clean, and also the lights are on, but nobody's home. And it was locked from the inside. That is the definition of a mystery. I know, it's my word of the day.
He read it on the calendar in the inn.
Yep. Word of the day, mystery.
Mystery!
Nope. Okay.
We enter the room.
You see the same thing
Yeah.
that I've explained to Aloan. Aloan is sitting there, starting to open this letter, and sees that she can't comprehend the language that is on it.
I didn't say that.
She said she sees that she does it.
You
Yeah.
said you opened the letter.
Yeah, but
He
I
said-
didn't
but
say
I
I couldn't read it. He told me I didn't recognize the language.
Okay, you see Aloan looking at the letter, puzzled.
I wasn't puzzled.
You see Aloan looking at the letter.
Stop.
Ooh, letter? What's this?
Rocks fall, DM dice.
Oh, nothing. It looks like he was just writing to his mom or something.
I love letters to moms. Can I see it?
Sure.
It's on the character sheet. She does.
Is the I look at the letter.
You don't recognize the language either.
It's not bird of prey.
It's not bird of prey, no.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. I can't read this.
You can't?
No.
I can read. I know you probably all find that surprising.
Can you read this?
I don't know. Let's see. Can I
No.
read?
It's not gnomish
Or Sylvan?
Nope.
or elvish.
Well, I would think the two elves would have
Yeah, we
understood
would
if it was
Yeah,
Elvish.
if it was
Yeah.
Elvish, I would have read it.
Is it?
Rogar, can you read it, or is that
Wait,
one the only? Oh.
wait, is it sheet music for a flute?
No, but it looks similar to piccolo, which you could be.
Is it sheep?
No, you can't read it. Rogar, if you want to cast a glance, I'll
I'll
let you
take-
know. You can't read it
I'll-
either.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Wow, crazy. Elowen, would you read it to us?
Like I said, it's pretty boring. It's just, it's just a
Well, what
letter
is-
to his mom.
Well, what does it say? I miss my mom.
He talks about how the grass is blue and how he lives in the middle of nowhere.
What language is it? You can read it. What language is it?
I mean, I know lots of languages, but
What's this one?
I wasn't taught formal names of languages. I just know
Interesting.
Oh, what do you call it in your language?
scripty.
Scripty. Never heard of it myself. But I haven't heard of a lot of things.
Yeah.
My niece collects letters. Maybe I'll hold on to it so she can learn a new language. And I'm gonna stick it in my pocket.
All right. Yes, Frisbee.
I just find it interesting that his house shows up in immaculate condition. Well, I don't know if it showed up, but we showed up to it. Immaculate condition with a language we can't read, and once again,
Scripty.
right, scripty.
It's not immaculate. It's got a broken window and a janky lock.
Well, we were attacked by the
That-
something.
No,
That's
those are
all.
both you. I think technically.
Technically.
You can't prove it. And I walk over and I pick up the arrow.
I mean,
I don't have to prove it. I know it.
Did you
Anyways.
see me
Um,
do it?
guys, I think maybe a bird took the things
what?
from the barn, and I pull out the skin.
What?
Look at what we found in the barn.
Nature check?
Nature check. All right,
Can you
let's see
get
how many
above a
ones.
one?
Let's see how many ones we can get on this.
I did not get a 1. I got a total of 5.
You know, I want to roll one just because.
You also don't seem to have a strong knowledge as to where it came from. You think it could be from a dog, a cat, and a bird. Comes to the back of your mind as well.
Hold up,
I
I didn't get
got a
a
7.
1.
A 7? It's narrowed down. It's narrowed down. You got a 7? You don't think it's a bird, but you heard them all say something about birds. You do think it's from a larger, thicker skinned creature, but that's all you can think of.
Yeah, it was probably a really small bird, actually.
Wow. Dead end though. Nobody's
Make
home.
any sense? If it was a really small bird, how does it have this big thing?
As you're
Magic.
all trying to figure this out, the ground shakes a bit, and you hear an explosion of dirt outside.
No, that's
Oh,
probably
look
the small
out.
bird.
As you look
Yeah.
outside,
Look out the window.
you see a giant creature that is about the size of a large rhinoceros. It's got scaly, thick skin. Its head, however, looks more shark-like.
Well, that can't be it. That's no bird.
It does have a very similar color tonality to it as the dirt falls off, as the patch of skin that you had found.
Never mind. Could be it.
Wow.
It roars out in a piercing screech and stares at the home as if beckoning you to come out.
Well, there's a window broken.
Is there a back door?
No.
Is there windows on the back of the house?
Yes, but you'll probably stick your large barbarian friend unless he wants to try and bust through the wall. These are smaller windows. You could probably
So you
make
said
it.
like 1 foot by 2 feet?
Yeah, 1 foot by 2 feet.
Oh,
so
but I could fit through
I'm
it?
standing at the window.
But I could fit
So
through it?
kind of-
you
Okay.
could fit through it. It'd be a squeeze for most of you to get through.
Okay, can I break the window
No
and
way.
climb on the roof?
Yes, that'll take a few seconds.
That's fine.
All right. You're breaking the window on the back and trying to climb to the roof. Bigsby.
Okay, she breaks the window. I feel like that's going to alert all of us
Yes.
because we're concentrating on this, and now there's a breaking window in the back. My first thought is second attacker.
As you turn around, hand on weapon, you notice Aloan is like shoving herself out through the window and like reaching up to try and get onto the roof.
Bigsby is going to do his best to communicate with the creature using his primeval awareness. Because I have the innate ability to communicate with beasts, and they recognize me as a kindred spirit.
All right. You want to talk to this thing, huh?
Yeah, I would like to. You said what? Can you repeat how you described the noise?
It was a piercing screech, but with
Okay.
a rumble underneath of it, because this monster is quite large.
Okay, I would like to go, and then I'll like put my hands together and bow, communicating we don't mean it any harm. And then I would like to see if I can read its basic mood and intent, learning its emotional state.
So what is the skill that you're using again?
Primeval awareness.
Okay. You get to understand a bit about it. You don't get to read fully into its full intent, other than it seems like it's guarding or protecting this home and this area.
Oh. Then I say. And I say, you know, I have my hands up, showing that I'm not trying to attack you or this place. We are searching for sheep.
It licks the sharp-edged lip beak thing that it's got in the front. You see some teeth behind it, and you swear you see a little bit of fuzz or fur caught in a few of them.
Oh, that's hot on.
Is it
And
fur
I
or
say-
is it wool?
Throw a javelin through the window.
What happened?
It's
I'm
wool
throwing a
and
javelin.
a javelin.
Weird. Second attack, not an attack. I was already thinking of throwing a javelin, so he's just punching. Using the house as
the
cover.
house is wood, can I use my Mask of the Wild, or does that not count?
No, it has to be woods, not just wooden. But
Just,
nice, good
just
try.
trying.
Next time, if you pour me a triple shot and then make sure it's in my system
But-
before, yeah, wood.
Am I on the
Two and a
roof by
half.
now?
What's that?
I'm on the roof
You're
by
able
now?
to get on the roof as what? A spear, Rogar? You said
Javelin.
a
Yes.
javelin. So you throw a
Not-
javelin, and we are going to go into battle. Let's roll to hit.
I was trying to calm it down, understand who it was as a person.
Oh, I was gonna shoot it anyway, so.
Critical failure.
Critical failure.
Noise.
Yes.
So as you go to throw this
There's a
javelin,
1 foot by 2 foot window. I'll let you decide if you want to play with that at all.
it sticks right into the wall next to the window. You were just off balance just a little bit, and it sticks right into the wall to the point where you give it a little pull and you realize you've got this thing jammed in nicely.
Oh, great. I love it.
Let's roll for initiative.
This is so awesome.
Ooh. Shadow Reels wants to know what the rhino shark bird's name is.
The rhino
What?
shark bird's
What?
name is Steve.
It's always Steve.
It's always Steve. Steve's the troublemaker everywhere.
Is it Rodney?
No, it's not Rodney. All right, let's go down in alphabetical. Bigsby, Lufalu.
So Bigsby has a 13.
13.
What?
And McCall goes on your turn, correct? Or does he have his own?
McCall has his own.
Perfect. All right, Aloan,
13.
13. McCall
Is a 20.
Dang, doggo. Wolfo.
Get it.
Foxo.
It's a fox.
Well, foxes are kind of dogs.
Yeah.
No.
Rogar. Was that a 4 that I saw?
They're
I'm very absorbed in my javelin.
Yeah, and Rosalind.
they're in the weasel family, aren't they?
21.
21.
Woo!
All right. Here we go. Bigsby went off to find some pizza,
I want pizza.
wherever he
Answer-
disappeared to.
That was anyways.
The ghosts. Oh no.
Yeah. I had a 21.
Yep, so you're starting.
Yeah, you can.
Great.
go for
Okay.
it.
Sorry, I had to answer the door looking like this.
I'm so proud of you.
She wouldn't go do it.
Hashtag actor life.
He's closer.
The person looked very confused.
Did you keep the voice? Please tell me you kept the voice.
I don't know.
I don't think
I
he
don't
did.
usually turn it off.
Uh-oh.
I say
Thanks
once.
for the pizza. It's gonna be really good later.
So, am I close to the? How close am I to the door?
To the door, you're only a couple feet. This is a very small space.
So I have an open shot out the door.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to reach into my hip pouch to the bag of tricks I have there,
Okay.
and I'm going to pull out a fuzzy ball, and I'm going to throw the fuzzy ball,
Okay.
and out will emerge
Sheep.
a baboon.
Sheep. Oh, a baboon. Okay. I was
Yes.
hoping for a sheep.
And then, with a bonus action,
Aw, she's feeding the rhino shark.
I'm going to draw. I'm going to cast Flame Blade.
Flame blade.
Solid.
All right. The baboon goes on your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you
I'm
cast
going to say attack and stay safe.
attack and stay safe. Perfect. The baboon hops out and bounces around a little bit, and lets out a chittery call right at the beast. Baboon will go now because it's trying to attack as you have commanded it to.
I'm pulling up its stats.
Yep, I've got it right here. It is an
Great.
armor class of 12. Its hit points average to 3 or a 1d6. She's feeding this creature. So it swings, or it jumps to bite, sorry. If you want to roll against it, go for it, since it's yours.
Okay.
And it has a +1 to hit.
How does a 3 do?
With a total of 4, that
No.
gets you...
Oh. I added the 1 already.
Oh. With a
It was
total
a
of
2.
3... That sends the baboon right onto the face of this thing, and it's kind of biting at it, but does nothing. McCall J.
I mean, Mick, I don't think. Let me check his intelligence. I mean, okay, he's an animal, so technically can't talk, but he's wise. I don't think Mick is going to want to run up to a thing that has eaten sheep. So he's gonna stay here.
All right. He stays there. Bigsby, your turn, sir.
Oh, my turn already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Bigsby is not intelligent, but he is wise. So he's gonna draw his longbow,
All right.
and he is going to take a shot. Oh no, that can't be right. Yeah, my stats are wrong on my thing. Because I am proficient with a longbow. I'm a ranger. So I'll get to add my proficiency bonus as well. So that is a total of 17 to hit with my longbow.
17 to hit with your long bow. Hits.
And then the bow will do a whopping 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Points of damage. Perfect. Aloan, your turn.
I'm firing my short bow from the roof.
From the roof.
Shark
Alright.
bow?
And nobody is. That's all I have.
Short bow, not shark bow.
Oh.
The creature that Rosalind spawned
It's within 5 feet,
it's
right?
kind of hanging on this.
So I get
beast.
advantage, yes.
You do.
Cool. Cool.
Wait, advantage?
Yeah.
You just get sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
That's not advantage.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it?
No, you just get the extra d6s. It's if you have advantage or if there's someone within 5 feet.
Oh yes, that's what it is. Correct. Thank you, sir. So you get.
Oh,
extra
good.
Oh, I
damage.
add damage.
I dig
Yeah,
my,
damage, yes.
my rogue.
But it
And one of
is
my favorites.
2d6. Okay.
So you got to hit it, and then you get
Sorry, I
additional
missed
damage.
one.
All good. It's been a while since you played this character.
For sure.
I'm not gonna hit
How much did you get?
it. 12.
A 12. You fire a shot, and it kind of ricochets off of the armored back. Does not do any damage. Rogar, your turn, sir.
Okay. If I have to go out the door,
Yep.
and okay, if I wanted to go out the door and to the creature, how far away is that?
Out the door and to the creature is going to be about 25 feet. It's standing on the edge of the grass.
Cool.
And the patch isn't that large.
Okay. So, Rogar, gonna draw his moonblade.
Epic.
Fix that later. And with 2 hands,
Yep.
and he's gonna run out the door and start charging towards this rhino shark thing.
Yep.
Okay. And as he gets closer, he sees the blood and the fur, and he thinks in his head, this is our culprit. And it really starts to get him a little ticked off that this is the creature that has eaten so many sheep. And so this anger starts to flare up in him, and his scales start to like shimmer a little bit, light and dark, and they shimmer, and he flies into this rage.
Perfect.
And he swings his moonblade 2-handed at this this shark thing.
Yep. For those of you who want to look at it, I will let you know what this creature is here in a little bit. You can Google it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep players from trying to figure it out too much.
Of course. I got a 19.
To hit. It does.
Yeah. It does.
Hits.
Okay. So I'm going to roll damage. Now I have the Savage Attacker feat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use probably here because I only get 1 attack per turn. So once per turn, I can re-roll my damage and
Okay.
take either one, so I'm just going to roll with advantage on this because it's my only damage dealer.
So you're gonna roll advantage damage.
Yes, essentially. Okay. And okay, that is 9. Plus 4, that'll be 12 points.
12 points. As your scales glow and you slash down into this thing, you feel that it's landed a strong blow into the creature. Its turn is up, and it decides to bite at you as you're up close and personal, Rogar.
Yep.
You luck out because its total is a 12 to hit, and I'm quite sure you have more
A little bit more.
AC than that. So it snaps at you and totally misses. We get up to Rosalind's turn.
Yes. You know what? I'm angered at the loss of my animal friends. I'm not gonna do much.
He hasn't even been attacked yet.
No,
No.
but
My sheep friend.
Oh, the animal. I thought you were talking about the baboon. Right.
No. I think my baboon is gonna need some help because I don't see him lasting much longer. So I'm going to wild shape into an ape
Okay.
with my flame blade because I have hands.
All right. An ape wild shape here. Okay. Do you,
What circle are you?
Land.
Land.
Okay, I was just curious.
So wild shape gives you the armor class and what, the stat block other than what, intelligence?
She gets the
Intelligence, wisdom,
dexterity,
charisma.
constitution, and strength.
Perfect. Your hit points are 3d8 plus 6.
Yep.
You
to roll
want to roll
those.
3d8?
Unless you want to take the average.
I'm fine with the average.
Okay.
Are you
19.
Well,
Just throw 3d8.
Okay.
You got plenty of dice.
I'm
Because
being.
that could be.
You could get a bunch
could
of
be
eights.
awful.
It's true, but that's the fun of the story.
I hate you.
I hate you. Oh no.
It's 2 1s and an 8. I should have stuck with my gut.
16.
Well, 16. What is
Yeah.
it there?
You cost me 3.
But it's fun.
You're fun.
Thank you.
And that's my turn. Baboon is gonna bite again.
Baboon is going to bite again. All right. Feel free to roll.
Yeah, you can move.
Do you want...
I'm gonna move on my next turn,
All right.
but I'll beat on my chest.
But with only one, because if you hit you with the other
Yeah,
one, there's a whole
but-
bunch of
yeah.
flames.
Poof, on fire. All
I'm
right.
not stupid.
so much for that intelligence that she got to keep right.
The baboon got a 17 on the dice, so 18 for good old
Hits.
Babs.
It hits, so it
Good job.
does land a bite. The bite does, let's see here, 1d4.
Standard bite.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. The baboon bites in kind of near the eye socket of this creature, where it can find a little bit of less armor. So it gets like just under the eye. And it latches in and tries to do massive amounts of damage. McCulljay's turn. Is he still sticking back?
Yeah, he's gonna hang by me for now
All right.
until we figure out if we are gonna ride to glory.
Then Sir Lufalu, it is your turn.
Well,
Glory.
so now I'm more focused because I'm not answering the door. So I'm gonna use my Slayer's Prey as a bonus action, designate a creature because he's within 60 feet of me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My first hit on that target with a weapon attack on each of my turns does a d6 of damage
All right.
extra.
Cool.
So I'm gonna add that. We're gonna hope I hit.
And while he does that, we'll say good night, Shadow Reel.
Good night.
Bye, Shadow Reels.
19 to hit.
19 to hit. Hits.
Lovely. All right. Well, that is going to be a total of 10 damage.
All right.
And yeah, Bigsby. I guess yeah. What I'm gonna do next is say, well, we can't be the only ones sitting back here. So I'm gonna use my movement to stow the bow and jump on Mick.
All right.
Have fun.
Aloan, you're on the roof.
Alright, so I know it's like scaled or armored, you sound like a rhino, so I imagine the underside is soft. Is the face soft?
There's a couple softer spots on the face, around the eyes and like into the mouth.
But the baboon is there.
Baboon's there, yes. On one side.
Rogar.
And Rogar, yeah. Rogar's up on the
But I'm gonna
the face.
shoot like more for his underside.
You could probably get a leg. It'll be -1 to your roll because it is kind of a harder shot.
Even though, like, even the chest though.
I'm standing.
It's on four legs. So its chest is down towards the ground, and you're on a roof, so you'd be shooting down.
Okay, whatever. Okay, that doesn't count. That fell. Okay.
Here we go.
Roll.
So it's a 19 minus 1 would be an
18.
18 on the die plus whatever your
No, that's
plus
it.
to hit, right?
It's a 12.
Oh.
I added my 7 and
perfect.
took away 1.
Perfect.
Nice.
It does hit. You're able to do damage.
So I get to roll what, 3d6s?
Yep, you do.
Yes.
3d6s.
Nice.
With a
That's-
short bow, yo!
Dude, that sneak attack is killer, man. I love it.
And let's see, we got a 6, a 2, and a 1. So that's 9 plus 5. So that's 14.
14 points of damage as you shoot a front leg. You hear it scream out in pain. At this point, it's technically bloodied. You do see that it is hurt over past its health. Rogar, sir, your turn.
I just realized that when raging, I get a +2 melee damage, but I feel like it's a little late to apply that one turn later. So I will remember it this turn.
Better.
Yeah, right?
I hate when that happens.
All right. I am standing there with my Moonblade, so I will attack with that. I'll go. You know what? He really wants to take out this guy. He's going to do a reckless attack,
Okay.
which gives me advantage on melee weapons attacks during my turn, but attacks against me will have advantage until the next turn.
All right.
That'll be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
All right. And now I will roll my damage. That'll be 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2 is 12.
12 points of damage. So you splash into this thing. You added your +2 to it, right?
Yes, I did.
Perfect.
I did this time.
Raging, you slash in again, and you crack into some of the plating on the head, not the baboon side. So it's got a baboon latched onto like the eye socket of one side, and a nice crack in the plate on the face on the other. An arrow in one of the front legs, and at this point, it does leap away. So you will get a
Attack of opportunity.
opportunity attack, sir. The baboon will fall off. It doesn't get an opportunity attack as it's leaping, and it will attempt to leap up and behind the house.
Well, okay. This isn't technically during my turn, is it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Its turn
Okay,
follows
because
yours.
it's its turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a total of 8.
8 to hit.
Yeah.
You slash out as you're surprised that this heavy thing just launches away from you, and it actually has a standing leap of 30 feet. So it launches up, and as it starts to land, it dives into the ground, and you see the earth raise up as it seems to tunnel back towards town.
No!
And it gets away with very little health on it.
I'm gonna start following it.
All right. Following back towards town, the rest of you, I'm assuming, chase after?
Yep.
Yeah.
Monkey and a baboon.
You just let me jump off the roof and whatever.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make me roll anything.
And you are all rushing up over the hill, and as you get to the top of the hill and see this thing is only keeping pace just a little bit ahead of you at about 30-40 feet. It's gaining, or it's getting a little bit of ground, but you think you'll only be a couple moments behind it as it reaches town. And this is the point where we're going to take a brief break. As you're chasing this beast in, we will come back as you've chased it all the way up to the edge of town, so we don't have to sit here for those 10 minutes of you running. We will go on break. You will hear some background music, as you should be hearing now. It'll be about 10 minutes. We will be playing our intro theme song when we get back, so do listen for it, and we will see you shortly. Ba 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 da da ba da da ba da ba ba. So you'll hear this crazy mess. Welcome back. We'll give you all just a moment. We'll quickly go over some other things before we get back to the game. Video's still not working or whatever to intro. But we do have a big Austin now. So Austin is now full size, and
You're not a tiny dragonborn barbarian anymore.
Finally grew up, huh?
He did, and I'm
That's-
regretting giving him as much pixel space as I've given him.
That's what the rage
Sorry
is.
about your TVs, your phone screens. Yikes.
Your eyeballs.
Your eyeballs, yes.
Everything.
Well, welcome back. Quickly, we do have a bunch of sponsors for you to check out. If you would take a peek into chat and type exclamation CT to look at Critical Treasures, exclamation BCD to look at
There it is.
the Blacksmith Craft Dice, exclamation CK for Caffeinated Kobold, and then exclamation merch for looking at...
Cobalt Science Barbarian.
Definitely check out that exclamation point merch
Yep.
one too, because we did a giveaway today on Instagram where we gave away one of our shirts, and then we'll be doing one during the next show. So next Saturday during stream, interact with our giveaway bot, and if you win, you get to pick any of the shirts from our merch page. You get to pick one. Any of those, and it's yours.
Yep.
Lucas Martinez unlocked a fancy new emote.
There it
Perfect
is.
for today's episode.
We do have that emote in our Discord as well, so feel free to join us, chat, use that emote all the time.
My
It's-
favorite is the doggo.
Oh, we
Tinkerbell
do
has her
have
own emote
Tinkerbell.
in
She has
Discord.
her own emote in Discord. There's some other fun stuff in Discord only. So do join us there. We are unlocking more of these emotes on channel, and to do that, we need your help. So just to put this out there, we do have subscriptions enabled because we are, I guess, that fancy. We do have a subscription model here on Twitch. If you don't want to spend any additional money, that's fine, but we would like to ask for your Amazon Prime subscription. If you don't know about this, if you have Amazon
is it?
Prime, you can link that up to your Twitch. When you link those things up, you get stuff like ad-free experiences and various other fun stuff on Twitch, but you do get a free subscription to give out once a month manually, unlike subscriptions normally, which can just recur without you having to click a button. What you do is you just say, hey, I would like to give you the Twitch Prime sub, and that helps us get more points to get more emotes. So if you're not using that Twitch Prime sub for another creator, send it our way, because we love you, and we want to continue to see our stories and see our set and other things, which all of that goes into stuff like set, story, gear, the shirts that we give you all. So mustache wax, because that mustache has to be well taken care of. It's got a 6-hour pre-show and a 7-hour post-show care.
Gotta get it dry cleaned.
Yeah, poor Nathan has a lot of work to do on show days when he has to wear the stash.
Yep.
So if you want to put him through a lot of work, do vote that you can bring back Bigsby more often. You can do so in chat. Wow.
So,
I don't know if I can handle that much Bigsby. So, as we come back from commercial break, the rumbling mound of earth catches up to the edge of town and sinks underneath and seems to go under the paving. But the paving doesn't lift up, as it just seems to tunnel deeper. The party rushes up and finds that as the mound gets closer and closer to the city, it flattens back out to normal Earth. The townsfolk are unaware.
We still in initiative order?
Nope, you're out of battle.
I guess
And I was
I
gonna
let
say-
my flame blade go then.
Well, you can use it for light if you need it.
she only gives you 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
I'll say, well, but how long have we been running?
Probably about 5 or 6 minutes, because it's a 10-minute
Okay.
walk, and you were hustling after this thing.
Sure. Okay. So my rage has died down, but I still have my moon blade out. It gives me a little bit of light, so I'm going to use that as my light source.
All right. As you're using that as your light source, yes, it's Lucas Martinez. That's where this month's money is going to, taking care of the stash.
A special Brazilian shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
For, as he calls it, the baby ferret on Nathan's lip.
Hey, he did guess the animal correctly.
Hey, we're not supposed to tell people.
Oh,
It's okay,
whoops.
buddy.
So
It's
there's this
okay.
mound under the ground.
Mhm. And it kind of dissipates as it gets up to town. And the townsfolk are minding their business, the few that are out, as it is now about 9-10 o'clock in the evening.
Well, I'm
How
going to get to
would-
the end, and I'm just going to stab down and see what happens.
It sinks into the dirt, but you hear nothing, you feel nothing more than sinking into the dirt.
Dang it. I was
How
hoping maybe it was
far
high.
is it to the other side of town?
At this point, probably 300 to 400 feet easily.
Okay. I'm gonna check the other side of town.
I'll run with you.
You, okay? You're gonna be a little behind me, cause I'm on Mick.
And Mick has a speed of what, 40, 45, something like that?
45.
45.
Be behind.
I will stay here and guard this point.
Ape has only a speed of 30, unfortunately. So you're behind him a bit. You
But you're
do
coming.
you do hear a guard shout out, "Hey, stop!"
I waved to him.
Dipes with me.
The guard just kind of turns around and, to a keen ear of the other two standing by, hears a mumbling of, "Oh, I should have not taken night duty." Huh.
That night shift, man, it'll kill you.
All right. You get to the other side of town after a few moments' run. You see nothing out of the ordinary. On the whole run through, you don't notice any mounds, any holes, any upturned dirt.
Nothing. It just went under the town. My thoughts exactly.
Pound the ground.
Nothing happens other than you leave some ape divots.
Cool.
But why would it have come back to town and burrowed underneath? Well, no, it's not above the town, it's under the town. You think it's going to climb up into the town?
No.
Wait. I use my primeval awareness.
You're able to understand slightly more, but it's very, very broken common.
Tree! Tree!
The tree! That's the only other new thing around here. If two new things show up around the same time, they're always related.
I start running to the tree.
I'll alert Rogar.
As you start entering town, a couple of the town's guard that are patrolling approach you, swords drawn, ready to shoo you out or fight you in ape form.
A monster just went underneath your town and we're trying to save your lives. Out of our way!
I curtsy to them.
They don't budge, as an ape has been something they aren't too known to see in town.
But a dude riding a fox is okay?
They've seen you a few times and shake their head at you.
It's a druid, you fools!
What did you call it?
A druid, a person of the woods, who understands nature to the point of becoming it.
Its name is Drew?
Yes.
Okay.
If that will make this work.
Is it your pet?
Yes.
All right. You and Drew, don't wreck anything. And the guards back up and let you through.
Come on, Drew.
They're lucky I didn't flame poop at them.
Wow. How long does this last?
An hour.
An hour. Oh, great.
That's an improvised weapon, but you might be proficient.
You gain weird proficiencies there. All right. On the other side of town, Rogar and Eloan, what do you do as the ape and beast rider run off?
I don't know. I guess I should follow them.
I'm standing at the hole.
In case it comes out.
Yeah, it went down here, might come back up here, so I'm standing at the hole waiting.
All right.
Sword out.
Sword
just in
out.
case.
That makes sense.
Perfect.
This takes less work, so I'll probably hang out here too. Is there a tree nearby?
I gotta grab something, I'll be right back.
All right. Our barbarian raged so hard his nose started bleeding. Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well,
I mean,
as he raged, I
that's
guess.
the kind of commitment that we give to our characters.
Is there a
There it
tree
is.
nearby?
There are a couple smaller trees on the outskirts of town. There is the big tree in the middle of town.
But not when we're at.
You can see a couple. They're not going to give you much advantage to look over the homes, though.
No, I wasn't looking for that.
Okay.
I just wanted to sit in one near the hole.
Near the hole? Okay. There's one about 20 feet back, and you can get a clear shot of the hole if that's what you're looking to do.
Sure, I'll climb up there, do Mask of the Wild, and I'll just kind of chill.
All right.
Me
So-
and the monkey, I guess, are at the tree?
So you've made your way to the tree. The few townsfolk wandering about are sort of in amazement. A small child looks and goes, what's going on with that? And the mom looks at both the creatures and goes,
Honey, I'm not sure why that man is riding a wolf or fox or whatever it is, but, Oh, the ape! Huh. He looks friendly.
and the kid waves and then looks
I
back
pat
at
my head and rub my stomach,
the,
and then do a cartwheel.
the kid mimics all but the cartwheel, and the mom just shakes her head at the fox rider going through town. Aloan has made her way up into a tree. Rogar standing near where the mound sinks under the city. Anything
Standing at the
else?
hole.
Standing at the hole. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Perfect. We get back.
I mean, I think it's a bit weird. We were in the house and the creature appeared. I feel like there might be something left at the house, but I'm not going to go back on my own.
All right.
I don't even know what to look for. So that's all I got right now.
Okay.
Standing at the hole.
standing at the hole, and then we've got an archer pointed at the hole. The ape and the fox and its rider make it to the tree in the center of town, and as they get closer, the static energy that they felt earlier is far lessened to the point that they can get much closer to this grass without hardly even feeling it.
Something has changed here.
Something's
Something
not
is-
the same.
Yeah. The static is. I'm gonna get off of Mick. I'm gonna start like slowly. Because after 17 times, I'm hesitant. Well, I'm gonna move a little closer.
After 15, no, but after 17, a little more hesitant. All right.
Yeah.
We know the number at least to the hesitancy. But as you get closer, you feel a little bit of static run through you as you did before, but you're far closer to this grass. Your hair stands up just a little bit as if you've scuffed your feet across Mother's rug one too many times. And you get to the edge of the grass, and it's only a mild shock across your body, and you're able to touch the grass with your foot.
Oh, I touched it.
I'm gonna go up. Monkey see, monkey do.
Monkey see, monkey do. You are now a fluffy gorilla as all of your fur stands on end, and you're nice and poofy as you get up there and you're able to put a knuckled fist onto it and see that it does nothing, and you're able to rub your fingers through the grass with, again, very little static, but it feels like as you cross into the grass, the static dissipates, and you're gonna grab a mouthful of it. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
You grab a mouthful. It's the same tasting grass as you encountered earlier.
Yes, I thought the same.
Same grass.
Ah. Mick, go get Rogar. Wait,
Off.
I'm sorry. I didn't speak to him.
Quite right, sir. Quite right.
Mick runs off in the direction that you know your friends are at. And the fox, without a rider, makes it up to Rogar and looks around and looks up in the air and kind of sniffs a little bit, and then finds the tree that Aloan's in, or at least one of the trees he thinks, and kind of flicks his tail and looks around as if he's trying to summon both of you.
A fox without a rider. Pull sword. This can't be good. Lead on, fox.
Hop down and follow.
You hop down and follow. The
Sword is drawn. He's running through town.
I'm not. I'm just.
Aloan is sauntering through town, sleight of handing what she can off of the remaining carts. And
I grab like an apple and eat it.
You do
as
find
a
an apple,
jog.
and you are able to take it without being seen.
You're lucky I'm focused and you're behind me.
You, Rogar, make it up alongside the fox and see that your two companions have made it onto the grass as they hadn't before. Aloan paces behind, but as you're making your way up there, a couple guards approach, seeing that you're all able to make it closer. They're very wary of what's going on as well. They don't seem to be wary of you guys, but they do seem to be wary of the situation, that whatever shield has been protecting this has come down.
I think the fox is broken because they're totally fine.
Seeing them closer, I'm gonna move in closer as well.
All right. A little static energy ripples across your scales, but again, you two feel like you can make it through.
Can I touch the tree?
You can actually get all the way up to the tree and touch it and feel the hard bark that has a bit more of a rubberiness to it than most trees. It feels like
A rubber tree?
not a rubber tree, but it feels a bit more like a living creature of sorts. And you understand a bit because of your druidic nature that this tree is super powerful and super full of life, and that's why it was highly sought after. This being the first time you've actually gotten to experience one of these trees yourself up close in person, and it is much larger than you expect. This one's standing about 30 feet tall, meaning years and years of growth.
Cool.
This is interesting.
I pet it.
You pet it. As you're all making your way to this, a familiar voice pops up. Y'all, did you happen to get any magical items?
I stand there with my sword that's now glowing.
He
You know?
looks around a bit nervous and looks at the sword. Oh, I'd fancy one of those, but sadly I don't have enough on me to request it from you, sir.
No, you do not.
But if you'd like to part with it, I'm quite sure I can find something for you. All right. So what's with this magical tree that you're looking at?
I cross my arms.
Yeah.
Something has changed, obviously. Can't quite put my finger on it. But we didn't used to be able to get this close, and then something happened. We encountered a creature, and now we can get close to the tree. I'm not sure how that works.
Well, I can't say I've encountered a creature, so I'm gonna step up and try it myself. And he steps into the grass and is able to get up a little bit closer towards the tree, but a
I
giant
block.
ape hand blocks him. The ape hand hits the chest of this elf, and the elf feels sturdier than you'd expect. He tries to lean around and look at the tree.
Sir, about what time did you get to town exactly?
Well, I've been in town for the day.
The day, huh?
Yeah, the day, sir.
Really? And what day is it?
Today.
Hmm,
I don't even know what day it is.
none of us do anymore. You
That's
do?
what happens in quarantine.
What did you say?
Oh,
Corin, what?
Nothing.
I thought this was dragon something or other.
yeah, but it's the land of quarantine. Oh no. Okay, he knows the name of the town, so he definitely. Something just.
I sniff him.
Roll me
let
a
him-
sniff check.
What would that be?
I was gonna say that's a perception.
Yeah.
What do my stats change as far as?
You keep your perception.
I mean,
Yeah.
my passive perception is 16.
Wow.
My roll was
11.
11.
So you'd go with your passive at that point.
Great.
As you sniff him, he does smell off in terms of what you'd expect. He doesn't smell like he's been sweaty and traveling. He
Does he smell like sheep?
He does not smell like sheep, but he does smell of a wax that you'd encountered prior.
Mmm.
Letter. Ho ho ho. Hey, question, friend. Do you speak scripty?
Scripty? I'm not quite sure what scripty is.
Oh, aren't you? No squiggly language.
Every language is squiggly if you look at it that way, sir. But, I don't speak this scripty that you say.
Have you gotten any recent letters from your mother?
Maybe. My mother's a nice lady, and I haven't spoken to her in years. We do write occasionally.
Can I like sneak around to like the back of the tree and Mask of the Wild?
This is all happening. The tree is only about... I mean, yeah, it's dark. You can give it a stealth. I've got a number for you.
Crap. It's 11.
No, you start sneaking out of the grass, and the elf looks at you and looks at the rest of the party and asks the question back to you. So how long have you been here?
Days.
All right. Well, then, you want to have a pint?
Do you want to talk about how you leave candles on when you lock up and leave your home?
Well, I can't quite say what you mean by candles when I'm locking up, but I haven't been to my home in ages.
Where is your home, sir?
Well, you could say it's anywhere the road takes me.
I pick up a fistful of grass and shake it in its face.
That's a lovely snack you've got there.
Where were you on the night of the 25th?
6 days ago.
Yeah.
Not here.
Checks out.
The town guards are backing away as it seems like this whole charade is either a public stunt or that the people engaging here have it under control as there's an ape in their midst. So what is this about letters you say in scripty?
We can't even show them because it's in your bag and you are an ape.
I break wild shape. Is that your cabin outside of town? Do you have a pet rhino, shark, bird?
Well,
What are you not telling us?
Well-
And why do you want my tree?
your tree.
It's not really mine, but I'm guarding it.
Your tree.
It's special.
It's a special tree.
Well, then I must ask you, why is this tree so special to you? And
Oh, go ahead.
as he says that, he seems to almost grow in size a little bit.
I pull out my quarterstaff and
It is special to us because it's one of a kind.
it's
Obvious.
my mother's favorite tree.
She loves her mom.
Speaking of which, this letter, written in scripty from your mother, what does it say?
I'm sneaking around to the back of the party.
I need you to roll another stealth.
Yep.
As you pull the letter out, you notice the eyes get larger, and as the eyes get larger on the elf, they become cat-like.
It's a 21.
It's a 21.
I don't see the eyes, but I have
No.
my dagger out.
All right.
My
That's not
perception, do
normal.
I sense evil?
You perceive that this isn't normal for an elf to have
Say
their
that's-
eyes change to more cat-like, especially
You're a
people
strange elf.
Well, she would know because she's an elf, right?
I am an elf.
That's
What's
right.
you-
going on with your eyes? My, how big your eyes are.
At the moment that you ask about the eyes, you do notice a smirk move across his face. And there are a couple fangs, and you do see
I
a little bit of
smack
whiskers.
With my
You
quarterstaff.
smack him with your quarterstaff. Please roll to hit.
You're gonna make us roll initiative, aren't you?
Everyone else roll initiative.
I never get to do what I
you
wanna do.
you are behind the party. You
Well,
do see
I
the
like-
swing. Is there anything you'd like to attempt at that time?
Well, I was gonna take my dagger and swipe his calf.
I need you to roll to hit as well.
Do you want me to use that, or is
Wait.
that my initiative roll?
Your initiative.
Is she behind the party or is she behind him? Because I figured if she was behind the party, then the party.
Well, I was initially going to the tree, and then I snuck around the back after that.
She's just kind of like
Oh,
sneaking
you're-
around everything. Just,
I didn't want him to see me much.
It's a 20
It's a 20 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
total.
I see her do it. I'm like, we don't know who this guy is. He could be the king of the cat-eyed elves.
Not a thing.
Oh.
She's within 5 feet, right?
Boom.
Yes, she's melee range.
That's 10 points of damage.
Nice.
Did I say that actually made it through his AC? Yes, yes. He takes 10 points of damage.
We still don't have a shark. Well, there's no rhino shark. I'm so confused.
Cat elf is not a thing!
All right. What is your
Okay, this is my initiative.
16 for initiative?
It was 18.
Well, 18 total.
Yeah, this plus 7.
Hits.
Right. So I rolled this 4, 7, 8
8.
plus 5.
The battle hasn't even started, and you guys are tearing into this guy,
I
assuming.
will
I
say,
don't even know who he is.
yeah, Bigsby's like a little shocked because I understand that he had a smile and cat eyes, but Bigsby, I think this is just the girls wishing they had hit more things earlier and attacking.
All right, so let's go into initiative.
Bigsby
That's why I went for his calf.
With a knife?
Bigsby is a 16.
16. Elowen was an 18, right?
Yeah.
Elowen.
Yeah.
Okay, that means McCall J is next.
Wait, I added the wrong number to my initiative.
15.
I have a 21.
15 for McCall J. I'll get you a 21.
I've just been adding my Valari initiative,
Whoops. Rogar.
and this one is much larger.
14.
14. And Rosalind.
17.
17. All right. Now that you've sliced a calf and smacked this thing in the face, you do notice that the tricks that it was pulling to look like an elf disappear instantly. You see a bipedal giant white tiger, rippling muscles, and it's got a large necklace of wooden trinkets and beads.
Ah, shit.
It's wearing a dark brown silk pants with silver and gold stitching of designs and emblems. It's got scars across the back and arms. This creature has seen a lot of battle.
So is it is it humanoid like Tabaxi, or is it
It's more Tabaxi-like, yes.
Okay.
Bipedal
That's what
stand.
I needed to
Actually-
understand.
Yep.
Do I notice which way its thumbs are facing?
It's a cat.
Which way its thumbs are facing?
That sounds like are its hands on backwards?
Partly.
Okay.
So I just cut his calf.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, and this is where a minor meta gaming comes in.
I think Nathan needs to breathe. Your face is purple.
It's all right. He'll have no face in a minute.
I'm having a conniption.
I'm really curious if this thing is what I think it is, but we'll see.
We'll see. The creature stands in front of you and
If it
is a bit taller and goes, "I told you to stay away from my tree."
Your tree. It's his tree.
And that letter, you were in my home.
There was a awful thing.
At this,
Shot.
at
Yeah.
this moment, he kind of shakes his head a little bit from being smashed and notices, and he looks down, that he's bleeding on one of his calves, and his fine silk pants are sliced. And he lets out a grumble, and we start the top of the turn order with Aloan behind.
Why'd you have to hurt his pants?
So, if I'm understanding correctly, I can switch to my longsword easily and attack still?
You had your blade.
Or short sword, I mean. Yeah.
You had your blade in hand. I think you can pull it out, but I'm not sure I'd do a full attack if it's in a sheath. Because
It's
that
a sh-
requires you
It's
to...
a short sword. I don't know.
Unless either of the others have any insight on rogues having any special ability to short sword with dagger in hand? Do you have a dagger in one hand and nothing in the other?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on. I would have to assume that her dagger, because of the way she rolled and added modifiers, is in her dominant hand. She could then take her short sword in her offhand, but then, unless she has two-weapon fighter, she is going to take disadvantages on that offhand short sword.
All right.
It would be just like for that attack or for all attacks, because I don't know that it would be
But
disadvantage
with-
on all attacks. You just don't include your.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying she rolls disadvantage. I'm just saying she's at a disadvantage.
And if an
Oh,
ally is within 5 feet with my sneak attack, I don't have disadvantage.
So
it
you'd
would
be flat,
negate
yeah.
that.
Yep. It would.
Well, it's not disadvantage. It's that you don't add
Oh, you don't add your proficiencies.
proficiency.
Correct.
Well, you'd add your proficiency to the attack, but you don't get your strength or dexterity modifier to your.
Damage.
You just get a straight.
This has come up before.
It has. We'll go
Pretty
with that. We'll go with
just
that. Normal
roll.
attack, you don't get the bonus on damage.
Yes.
None of the bonuses, none of the sneak attack or anything. It would just be like a flat.
It'd be a flat on that one because it's your offhand.
But I can't attack with a bonus action.
No, you cannot.
Well, I might as well just keep going with the dagger for now.
There you go. Dagger it up.
And well, okay, wait. How tall is he compared to me?
He's about 6.5 feet tall.
I gotta
Yeah.
look up
The
my...
sneak attack is once per turn.
Yes.
Well, this is a new thing, right? Because we're now in initiative.
This is your initiative turn right here.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm looking at my height because I wanted to check something. 5'4", and you said he was what?
About
6?
6.5 feet tall.
Like a tabaxi, yeah. I could reach up there.
What?
I want to. I don't know. I want to cut off his necklace.
So you're gonna roll to attack his necklace. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to cut
Interesting
it off.
choice.
All right. Go for it.
Okay, so attack. It's a 22.
22 to hit. Okay.
And then a D4
Mhm.
plus 2D6. So that's a 7 plus a 5 would be a 12.
12. All right. You reach up and you're able to bring the blade into the necklace and slice through the cording. The necklace falls off on the front, and some of the wooden beads go in different directions. At this point, some rage builds up in this creature, and it
I think
It has glowing orbs start to form around its hands.
Oh, good. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing whatsoever. And it is this creature's turn.
Oh, lovely.
It's okay. I'm the only one who's done anything to really piss it off.
How far are the rest of us away? Like, she was melee range. I don't know exactly.
So
She's
Rosalind's right
two
up
of
in
you
his
are.
face.
I don't know that Bigsby and I are, though.
No.
Biggs-
You're back off to the side, just kind of keeping an eye with your blade out. Bigsby
Sure.
is on the grass behind Rosalind with McCulJ.
Okay.
Standing in front of him, the attack will go to Rosalind.
What?
What?
That makes sense.
And he will slash out twice with his glowing claws.
Oh,
What kind
fun.
of damage?
What's that?
What kind of damage?
It looks like slashing damage. The first one misses. The second one is a 25 to hit, so I'm quite sure that unless you've got extra magic,
That will-
it does hit.
That will hit.
And you will take 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I'm so stupid.
All right. And that's the end of his turn. Now that goes to you, Rosalind.
Yeah, I've got my shillelagh in hand. I'm gonna swing with that again.
All right.
Or my quarterstaff with shillelagh.
Your shillelagh staff in hand.
Well, that's not gonna do much. A 9.
A 9. That does not hit. So you swing and miss over the shoulder of this white tiger man standing in front of you. Bigsby Loofaloo.
Scimitars!
You pull the scimitars and you rush forward.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mark him with my Slayer's Prey.
All right.
That's a bonus action. Now, I'm a dual wielder and can draw 2 weapons in the same amount of time it takes to draw 1. Does that still give me a chance to attack?
I don't believe it would, because a draw of a weapon is a turn. Like, that's your action for that turn. So you're able to draw both on that turn, instead of 1 at a time.
Right. So I have them. And I am snarling at him. I don't know why we're mad at you, but you are a tall cut person and a liar.
All right. Do you rush him or do you hold your ground?
No, I want to definitely get into melee range.
All right, perfect. So you're melee range up next to Rosalind.
Yep.
That brings us to McCulljay's turn, who was back behind you both for about a 10-foot run. What would you like to do with him?
He's going to use 10 feet of his movement to run up.
Yep.
And then he's going to try to bite.
All right. Try to bite.
He's got a 19.
That hits.
He's going to roll his damage. Uh-oh. It rolled away. Use the other one. I can't find it. D4s are so small.
This one.
I got it. 9 damage.
Okay.
And it must succeed on a saving throw or be knocked prone.
A saving throw, eh? What type of save again?
That's a great question. It says a DC 10 saving throw.
Oh, okay. DC 10 saving throw. 19.
I'd say that makes it.
Barely.
Just barely.
I was homeschooled, so math is hard, so I don't know how far it made it, but it made it.
Yes. He's also now going to use his bonus action. Well, I guess he hasn't even moved his full movement yet. He's going to, knowing that there's another big boy and there's only usually about 4 sides to a creature, he's going to try and back away. Understanding.
Gonna try to back away.
I was gonna say, would that draw opportunity or is he disengaging?
I mean, he didn't take the disengage action.
All
He
right.
just hasn't used all of his movement, so...
Disengage as a bonus action, correct?
He's not disengaging, he's just moving away.
Wait,
I was thinking, 'cause that'll
disengage is a
fuck up
full action.
attack.
Yeah, you get an opportunity attack.
All right. Opportunity attack.
He has a bonus action called Cunning, but that is to take the dash action.
Okay. That is a total of 15.
That is the armor class of McCulljay.
Is the armor class. So it does hit,
This tiger
and he
attack.
claws out at McCulljay for 7 points of damage.
Oof, alright. That's the chance you take. That's the chance you take.
And now it is Rogar's turn.
Well,
Rogar is going to seeing the fray. This creature lunging out at his companions and at McKelJ and all of that. He's gonna, with his moonblade out, start charging in. How many people are around?
You've
Like,
got
there's one behind and one in front at this point. 'Cause
one
McKelJ
behind,
back-
one in front. McCallJ backed away, and you've got Bigsby rushed up next to. So essentially, there's a fourth side to get to if you wish.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take that. And his scales once again are going to start shimmering colors because all of a sudden this guy is changing and attacking, and this is what's going on. So he's going to go into a rage as the blood is now starting to fly. Take a swing with the moonblade that he has out.
All right.
And we will see. He is going to. Yeah. No, we'll just do.
Ding.
Got an idea.
I got an idea. I'm gonna do that reckless attack. He's moving in, and it will be a 15.
Does not hit.
Okay, but as he's swinging, it's gonna be he's gonna actually say something at the same time.
Okay.
So he's swinging, and just kind of shout at the tiger person. What do you want with the tree? And he'll swing, obviously missing. But attacks against him have advantage at this point.
Okay. So you miss and you shout out to him. Eyes turn to you as now he's got another attacker next to him. It appears that the ground rumbles a bit under you all. And back by the tree, the shark rhino creature bursts up through the ground behind Rosalind. It lets out the piercing, screeching roar that you'd heard earlier and stands its ground for this turn as it took the turn to come out.
How
And,
far away is said creature?
it's about 12 to 15 feet behind Rosalind. So from all of you, it's within 20 feet.
Everyone else probably just figured this out like, oh no, an hour ago. But Bigsby just figured out that the creature that we fought lived in the stable, possibly, and did not eat the thing that was supposed to be in the stable.
Yes.
Just got
Bigsby,
there.
Bigsby, we'll
I
send you a
thought
gold
we
star.
were all there.
We'll send you a gold star, Bigsby.
Nope, just got that.
All right. Back to the top of the turn order with Aloan.
Wow. What a twist that everyone else saw already.
It's like the M. Night Shyamalan movies where one person gets caught by the twist, everyone else is like, yeah, I saw it coming.
Okay, so I'm taking my dagger. I'm
The
slicing
trees.
his other leg with a 21.
A 21 to slice at his other leg.
And it's
Alright.
a sneak attack, so I get 3d6s.
Alright.
No, a d4 and 2d6s, sorry. So that's an 8 plus 5 is 13.
13 points of damage. You slice at the other calf. You hear a roar come out of this cat creature as it's stung a bit. It is his turn, and feeling the attackers on all sides, he decides to do like a turn with his claws to try and catch at the new Dragonborn to his right, and try to at least claw out at whatever is slicing at his calves. So he'll swing with his first attack at the Dragonborn for a total of 18.
Yep, he'll make it.
All right. And, dear Dragonborn, sir, you will take 8 points of damage.
What type?
Slashing.
Okay. I have resistance against straight slashing unless it's magical.
So you have
they
resistance
count
against
magical?
straight. It is magical.
It is magical. Okay,
It
so I'll
is
take
magical.
the full 8.
You're rolling well tonight.
I am for once.
Well, okay. I think I have a resistance
I don't think
when raging. I assumed it was if magical that it beat it, but let me double check. Okay, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing doesn't say against non-magical, so I'm gonna assume that's a blanket statement.
Usually is, right?
Because otherwise it would specify non-magical.
Non-magical,
Yes.
Non-magical. It should specify. Let me go over
I've
my
seen that
stats here.
specified enough that I would assume, because
Yeah. This.
I will let you make the call on that one.
I will let you take the resistance because this is
if I may
magical
make
to a point, but its actual damage is straight slashing.
Yeah.
Okay, because the counter argument is, if someone has resistance to fire damage, if it's a magical fire throw,
it's
they still resist it.
Yeah. So you get
Yeah.
resistance because it's
Okay.
slashing based. So,
Okay, so I'll take 4. Yes.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And then it rolled a 26 against you, Alolan, so you get sliced at.
No, that doesn't hit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it doesn't hit. I am a rogue and I have a 37.
I'm a level 4 with a...
You get 5 points of damage. And I've got the mini DM joining me. Hi, mini DM.
Oh no. We're in grave danger.
Mm-hmm.
The mini DM has
The
arrived.
mini DM is ready to roll for kills. All right. That brings us to Rosalind.
So I'm going to cast Bark Skin
Mhm.
on myself,
Nice.
seeing as there's something coming around.
Yep.
And then holding my quarterstaff in my non-dominant hand, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna cast Flame Blade and hold it like towards the monster to see if the light will give some intimidation.
All right. As you do that, the light does not intimidate at all. You actually see more of a catty grin come across his tiger face.
Oh, I was towards the.
Oh, the monster
guy
behind. Oh, okay. So you've just turned around. Okay.
Yeah, like
that-
I'm not turning my back to either. I want to be open.
Okay, so you've opened to the side. Yep.
That's fair.
And you're trying to intimidate the shark creature behind. Okay.
Correct.
It doesn't seem to take any intimidation from your stance, but you do see the light glint in its eyes a little bit.
What if I yell?
You already cast that.
She just wanted to yell it.
Bigsby soils himself, not aware. No.
Like, wait a minute.
First off, only I know why I soil myself.
Okay, for other reasons. It was one too many pints at the bar. I don't know.
It's from natural musking.
Oh, that. Perfect.
Keeps you hitting. How's that?
So you're just bringing out another weapon, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Lufalu, sir.
All right, I now have 2 scimitars up to the tiger boy,
Yep.
and I'm hoping I can maybe take care of him before I gotta go fight a shock rhino bird.
Wait.
Snake.
You didn't move up to the tiger boy, did you?
He
Yes,
did.
I
He's in
did.
He
melee
did.
range, but you have not engaged.
You are not engaged with the tiger boy.
You're
But
like,
if
he
you
was
wanted
like,
to
what,
take
12
on the
feet away or
monster.
something?
He moved up towards it, and I
Oh.
believe he wanted to get within range to strike on his next turn.
Oh.
I did, but I did not engage. I don't know how the rules work, but if you want...
Totally your choice. If you want to go up to
Yeah,
Tiger Boy, you're there.
I would consider engagement being if you've actually struck or if you're like putting something up against. But if you've run up near it but not attacked, I wouldn't consider that engagement.
Yeah.
I have not attacked, but I did use my
Oh, you're
Slayer's Prey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
right.
So you've put in some intent.
Yes. So I do think that I'm going to focus on this guy first. And I will also cast now as another bonus action. So many characters. Hunter's Mark.
All right.
On this guy. So.
On Daniel Tiger?
Yep. Rolling my 2 attacks. The first one is a total of 23. The second one is a 10.
The 23 hits, the 10 does not.
Okay. I roll 1d6 for my scimitar, 1d6 for Slayer's Prey thingy, and then 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. And it is a total of 11 damage.
All right. 11 damage. So you slash at him and one hits and the other misses, resulting in 11 damage to the side. All right. Anything else on your turn, sir?
I think I would. There's a giant beastie behind me.
Mm-hmm.
You got Mick.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I think the focus is on the tiger for Bigsby, so that's all he does.
All right, and McCulljay's turn now.
McCulljay, I guess, sees that thing. McCulljay is going to run up to within 10 feet of that rhino thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's going to like yip, growl, and then he's going to run away from the rhino thing 90 feet as a bonus action to try and draw it towards him.
All right.
Distraction.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
That's what
Clever.
Mick is doing.
Perfect. And Rogar, sir.
Okay, so the battlefield has not changed since my last turn, yes?
Other than McCulljay attempting a distraction.
Okay. Then I will keep... He has not answered my question.
He has
So
not.
I will swing and ask again.
What do you want with a tree?
And that will be a 25 to hit.
Totally misses. Just kidding. Please roll your damage.
Yeah. That'd be 4, 6, 11, 12, 13.
13.
Yes.
All right.
Did you just stab your bookshelf?
10 points of damage to
No, I definitely did not.
Is this why we can't have nice things?
Oh no, I got my dice tower, actually. I think that's what I hit. I don't know if y'all remember this. It used to be on screen.
Yeah.
My dice tower.
Yeah.
Now has a nice pierced hole through it.
And a feather in its cap.
All right. And the shark thing behind turns to chase after McCulljay, takes a few steps, turns back to the battle happening around the tiger, takes a couple steps, and is locked in a weird pattern of not knowing where to attack. It seems to not have a very strong understanding of what it should be doing at this point. It appears it worked. Back to the top of the turn order. As you have all done some damage to the tiger, you have noticed that the slicing and piercing have not done as much damage as you would expect,
Even with a magical weapon?
even with a magical weapon. So,
What about my bludgeoning quarterstaff?
bludgeoning quarterstaff.
I would
That's
say technically that is a magical weapon as well.
Sorry, with the magical weapon,
Yes.
yes, it did. It did the damage you'd expect, but those who had non-magical weapons, blades haven't sunk as deep as you would expect them to.
But it is magical.
Without
You talking
magical.
to some of us.
Everyone else, Rogar.
Some of us don't have
What?
a good
I
weapon.
don't understand.
Also, really quickly,
What up?
how tall is the monster beastie thing?
The-
But not
The rhino.
not the tiger one, the other one.
Yep. Let me get you a number. Pulling it up. I don't write down my heights of most things because I don't have to. It is a giant size. Let me hopefully get some more numbers for you. Actually doesn't say. It's a large monstrosity. So I would expect it to stand about 7 feet tall at its shoulders. And it's probably about 8 to 10 feet long on its body with a little bit of a tail of another 4 feet. So it's a pretty girthy beast.
Oh, not the tiger. I was like, that is one damn tall
Right.
tiger. Sorry.
Do you say it has 4 feet?
4 feet. One fairly damaged because it had an arrow get lodged into it.
That's all I need to know. Continue with your wonderful story.
Oh, thank
Notice how
you.
when Nathan plays Bigsby, there is no break between character voice and Nathan voice.
Don't know what you're talking
There's
about.
no such thing as Nathan.
It's gonna take him an hour to get out of this.
Alolan, it is your turn at the top of the turn order.
So I would notice that my dagger really isn't.
You notice your dagger's doing damage, but you don't feel like it's cutting as deep as you'd expect a blade to.
Right. And the necklace, the beads thing that I cut off, where's that?
It's on the ground at his feet, through, because you're behind.
Right. So I want to grab those.
You're gonna reach through and try and grab it.
Yeah. But is that my action?
That would be if you had to like drop down and reach between or around, because you'd essentially be almost going prone at that point.
But I can use my bonus action to dash away.
As
Dashing at a crawling speed.
you're behind him, you could, and I don't think it would engage because he can't see you at that point.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
So-
what I'm gonna
Had
do.
he just attacked, just for clarification though, he just attacked Rogar and...
So I apologize. I
Where's he
didn't.
facing?
He's facing back to you, Rosalind. He
Okay.
basically did a spin. Think of like a really cheesy 1980s martial arts
he
movie.
caught me in like the
that he-
after.
He spun around and
Gotcha.
sliced at, and then comes back up with his.
So he
Backwards
did
claws.
just like a single pirouette?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
A leg
Fair.
swipe move, but instead of swiping legs, he just swiped with claws.
Swiping, no swiping!
Basically. So you're able to grab that. Please roll me a sleight of hand or a stealth to ensure that nothing's seen
Oh.
as you get in front of him.
Roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, perfect.
That actually makes more sense, I think.
I have an extra 2 points on the proficiency. Shit. Can I reroll?
How would you reroll?
Yeah, why?
Because
Why?
How would you reroll?
I'm the one making dinner.
No.
No!
No.
That's... No!
It's
No.
a 10
It's a 10? That total?
total.
Okay. You're able to pull the beaded necklace back through, but it bounces off his toes, and he looks down briefly as you pull it through, but you're able to get away without him engaging in an attack.
Yeah, so I was able to dash off.
Oh,
He knows that you're there. You're able to
But I
move
got
back.
it and I dashed away.
You're able to move back, yes.
Well, I figure I would have. dash somewhere. Like he was gonna turn around, so I figured I would like go off to us, like just like
Yeah.
to the side where he wouldn't expect necessarily.
Okay. So you've moved back and away a little bit.
Yeah.
So you move in front of him? Because who would expect?
Who would expect that?
Away to go
Peekaboo.
I was thinking more just like straight to the side, like backwards,
All right.
because he's gonna turn around and then there's not gonna be anyone there.
And it is his turn, and as he's been slashed at by the giant dragon man next to him, he
He doesn't have advantage this time.
does not have advantage, no.
Correct.
But he does attack because he's been
Yes.
feeling a bit more sting to the attacks from
Oh.
you.
Obviously, yes.
So he will attack
Question?
twice. He does not. He keeps quiet. He attacks twice, and we've got a 25 and a 23.
Yes.
All
Answer
right.
the dang question.
Answer the dang question. You take 6 from the first.
So
and
3, 6.
5 from the second.
Okay.
So
Is that because I still have my resistances?
Yep.
Is that
you
is
take
that 6, 5 total? Like
no. These were straight. This is straight damage numbers here. So with your resistances, you take 6 and 2, or 3 and 2. Sorry,
Oh, 3 and 2.
Yep.
Okay. So 5. Gotcha.
5 total
Two.
damage. And with resistances, this is just going to be a bloody swiping battle between the two of you.
Right. I will say, if you just want to give straight numbers, I'll just assume those, and then
Yeah.
I'll apply resistances after, if that's how you want to do that. That way, we don't have to question it each time.
Perfect. All right, Rosalind. Focus has been turned away from you.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my flame blade on the tiger man.
Do you have it drawn already then?
Uh-huh,
flame
that was
blade?
my,
Oh, yeah.
my bonus action.
Okay, cool.
That will be a 17.
17 to hit.
Yep.
Hits.
Okay. This is a melee spell attack, fiery blade.
Roll them, roll them.
Get it.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Looking at Flame Blade here.
She's a fiery magical weapon.
Fiery magical weapon.
Fiery magical weapon.
All right.
Fire damage.
Fire damage. Perfect. All right. He takes the damage and you slash into him, and you see some of the fur burn as you slice into him. That leaves us with Bigsby Lufaloo, sir, behind the tiger creature.
Yes. Bigsby is going to hold his action to call out to Mick and say the phrase, loop de loop!
Loop
Which
de
he has
loop.
worked out with Mick. It's a thing. So he's holding his action since Mick goes next. Mick is going to hear the command, run towards Bigsby. Bigsby will use it. He was holding his action for Mick to be there. He uses it to disengage with his blades. Jump on to the back of McCall and then McCall will continue to use to start running loops around the giant monster.
All right.
That seems fair, actually. I would, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And McCall does that with his turn because it immediately follows in his turn order. And do we need some Michael Bay explosions in the background for this?
Well, you
Because-
might-
Oh, just you wait, Henry Higgins.
Perfect. Rogar, it is your turn.
Well, here's where we might get the explosions.
Uh-oh.
The other creature in its stumblings, has it moved closer to us?
Not much.
Okay, but like,
It's still more than 10 feet away.
is it more than 15 feet away?
It's within 15 feet.
Okay, then we're gonna get some Michael Bay.
Okay. I'm ready for this.
So, I'm going to attack with the Moonblade on the tiger dude. once again yelling, "Answer the dang question!"
All right.
He still hasn't. Okay, so I will attack him. And that is a 24.
To hit, it hits.
Okay. And I'll resolve this one and then
Sorry.
finish out the rest of my turn. All right. So, he's swinging 4. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 16.
16 points of damage.
Okay, and then he is going to go into a frenzy because stupid tiger is not answering the dang question. Ugh!
All right.
Okay, now.
He's raging. I got to give him something.
Yeah.
So he's going into a frenzy. So his melee attacks count as a bonus action. So that was a bonus action. He's going to then take his action and use his breath weapon against the other creature.
Okay.
Is a 15-foot cone. Since it's a cone, those next to me won't get hit.
Correct.
But 15 feet, this other creature will.
And it has to roll a dexterity save?
Constitution save.
Constitution. All right.
Yes.
Wow. Even with that Constitution, it's a total of 8.
And it fails its Constitution save. So it will take 2d6 of poison damage.
Of poison damage. All right.
And it will take 9 poison damage.
9 poison damage. Okay.
Yes.
So
now,
you...
I may be a little exhausted after this whole combat goes down. But doggone it. We're going to get through.
All right. And that is your turn then, huh?
That's my turn. That's what I got. So, and actually, now that he's in a frenzy, while I'm raging, melee attacks count as a bonus action. So,
Okay.
until I stop, my melee specifically will be bonus.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice. And then McCulJ and the Rider. What is your perimeter? Where would you believe to be at this point? As the creature's been kind of keeping an eye on the mess.
we are circling. I mean, we could roll to see if we're right in front of the mouth of the tail or something like that. I mean, the loop-de-loop maneuver is only half underway. We are circling the giant behemoth.
Okay.
So, I mean, Mick's got a radius. I will say, Mick's got a speed. He can be moving in total 135 feet on each of his turns if he's just running.
Okay.
No. He can do the dash action as a bonus action. And if he's using his full movement on the rest of his turn, then he's moving 180 feet on each of his turns.
That's ridiculous.
He's zipping around.
It's
Okay.
a fox for you.
And we're gonna say, I mean, I don't know how big the courtyard is. I would probably try to be keeping I mean, I guess if the thing is within 15 feet of Rogar, I guess we'll just keep in that 15 foot
All right.
from him.
Cool. It does as you'd seen before and leaps at you, watching your pattern, and lands right in front of McCulJ and tries to bring its head down on you as it lands. It means that both you and McCulJ have to take a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice.
I believe we will both be using dexterity.
Perfect.
You sure?
Saving throw. Okay, here is Mick. Hope you do it. It wasn't in the thing. Okay. That is a 22
22 saves.
for Mick. Now let's see if Bigsby. Oh! With an 18 on the die plus 6, 24.
There you go.
You both save, so you will
Can't
take
stop the loop.
Can't stop the
Wait.
loop-de-loop. You both take damage from being hit, but you don't get knocked prone in any way. So it slams into you, but you're able to skitter around as it lands and continue your loop-de-loop. So you will take 4 points of slashing and 6 points of bludgeoning damage each.
Okay. We're not looking at all that good, but we've got this, Mick. We've got this big beastie. I looked at loop.
The loop-de-loop. Back to the top of the turn order. Alolan.
I don't know how much of this I can do on my turn, but I understand I want to put the things I'm holding away and get my bow and arrow out.
That would be the entirety of your turn.
Yeah, that'd be your action.
I just didn't know how much of that I could actually do.
Yeah, because it's an interact with object to just drop into your bag
Okay.
and then to unsheath.
Well, then in that fact,
I mean, it takes your action.
well, using an object can be a bonus action. Does that mean interact with object? Dropping it would be taken.
Basically the same, but in order to pull your weapon out and notch an arrow, it's
Do
that's your
I
action.
have to specify what kind of arrow I'm pulling?
If you have multiple
you have
kinds.
multiple kinds. Yes.
Okay, I'm pulling one of my enchanted arrows.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, because you know how they're all in a quiver,
Mhm.
but some of them are different. I'm
Yep.
grabbing one of the
You're
special
grabbing
ones.
one of the special ones, and it snaps free as they seem to have grown
They
from
grown.
the thing.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
And as you lock the arrow in, you feel it's perfectly balanced, but you do notice that it's a gnarled branch.
Right.
Look. And there's your turn.
Super cool.
Hashtag looting.
Tiger Man is engaged in combat with our Dragon Man. At this point, the tiger pulls its claws down and stares deeply into Rogar's eyes.
Oh, this ain't gonna go well.
Rogar, you're going to need to make a wisdom
Oh, that's not good.
saving throw.
Oh, that's not good.
Well,
Wisdom saving, you said?
Wisdom saving.
We got a 6. Hurrah!
now what were you saying about someone soiling themselves?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not nothing. None of that helps. I don't think.
You have become charmed.
Oh, lovely. So I consider him a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he
And-
attacks.
Okay.
And he also has the ability to issue a command to you as he cast Dominate Person.
Ooh. Okay.
Austin,
This is what I feared.
Ooh.
the
That's
person who
awesome.
loves D&D is like, that's really cool.
Austin is like,
But
when
Rogar is like, uh-oh.
Dude,
Rogar,
that's sweet.
Rogar is soiling himself, while Austin's like, well, I've lost control of this character
He's like,
momentarily.
this is cool.
Oh no. I can still play him. I can play him evil. You just give me the word.
At this point,
Austin's.
Because okay, his character backstory, he was afraid of becoming an indiscriminate killer. So this is also kind of tapping into some of his natural like rage.
yep. So you will receive commands from him, and the first command you get is attack. And as you see him as a friend, you will want to attack one of the nearest creatures to you, which I believe
Okay.
will be Rosalind to your
Rosalind.
right.
Yeah.
So during your turn, you will have to go on that action. If you don't receive anything, you will just defend yourself.
Okay. Do I get to continue to make checks against that?
Yes, you will make checks anytime you take damage.
Okay.
Or anytime. Let me double check. There is another stipulation here. It's a concentration for me, so I will have to make a check when I take damage.
When you take damage. Okay, cool.
All
Nice.
right. Rosalind,
Flame blade, baby!
you see this happen.
I was say, is she cognizant of what's happening?
She swung into the tiger, so she sees this happen. That the tiger pulls his hands down, stares into your eyes, and a glow kind of goes across your eyes as it takes effect.
Relax a little bit, just kind of go slack as he's now lost control.
Yep.
That is a 16 on the die plus 6.
22.
22 to hit. You do
Against
hit.
Who?
I'm against Tiger Man.
Tiger
Tiger.
Man.
That's 3d6. Come on. Come on.
7 again.
7 points of damage.
It's midway. Wait, no.
You can crit fail it.
Yeah.
And he does pass the concentration. Takes 7 points of damage.
You're doing the biggest damage to him.
Because it is magical.
Yep.
Bigsby Lufalu, as you've been slammed into by this giant rhino shark creature, and you and Mick have kind of skid off to the side, you are still making your loop. It is your turn.
I'd like to, because it takes one full action. Now let me talk this out. My idea is, I want to use something other than the sword in my one hand.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, maybe the moment's passed, but I think had I seen Rogar's eyes change and recognized I'm the only one close enough to see it, I would have yelled, "He's charmed!" like as my verbal component.
Okay.
You can still yell it. Yelling is just happening.
Okay.
I'll keep one blade out. I want to do this, and I want to aim a certain thing that's on my wrist at the leg of the creature.
Okay.
And I want to fire it.
Okay.
And I want to grab the rope. And I want to do the loop-for-loo, loop-de-loop.
Okay, I need you to roll to hit with it.
Come on, dice.
So you're trying basically to lasso this creature.
He's trying to take it down like a
I'm
certain
trying to
tie
mechanical
it up.
creature.
back this thing.
Yeah. You're like shoot through the leg, pull the legs out from under it.
That would
I've
be
done that
a
before.
ranged attack, which would be a +6 to an
Come on.
11 on the die is a 17.
Hits the injured leg.
Loop-de-loo!
All
Mick,
right.
who goes after me, moves, what did we say? 190
180,
feet
yeah.
in a circle around him.
You're
I
able,
think.
you're able to make, I believe, 3, if not 4 loops around this creature at this point.
And I have 100 feet of rope coming from this device.
So you hit the 100-foot mark as you get around, as the fox just continues to barrel around, knowing exactly what you're doing.
Yep. Once the rope is taut, I'm gonna like Mick in our training. We stop and we're just as far away as we can be, which is probably like 15 feet again, or 10 feet. I don't know.
You've
let you
used a ton of rope around
So
it.
you're like fairly
you're
close, right?
you're gonna be probably 10 to 15 feet away. So you stop, and at that point that ends both of your turns. I didn't know if there's any other action here, but you've caused it. So
No, because the thing with this item is that if I let go of the rope recoils into the device.
Yep.
So I have to hold on to this rope.
Yep. So you're holding onto the rope with this nice magical grappling hook. If anyone didn't see the episode that he had gotten, he basically has a Spider-Man ability on one hand. Yeah. Rogar, you have been issued the command attack.
Okay. I see one person who is now not my friend. So,
Tell me.
hi!
Hello.
All right, so after being issued that order, no, that wouldn't cut the right. He's gonna just shift focus to Rosalind and raise the Moonblade yet again. We will see. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, did you just hit a 20?
No, did you just get a crit?
I crit. So, and each one is a bonus action. So I'll resolve this first.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so first attack
And all
will
my
be
I've been sitting here going, this is like my
8.
favorite storyline. And now someone's gonna die.
Rosalind, what is your height and weight? Roughly.
It should be there somewhere.
I didn't print that
Okay.
page because I
Uh,
never needed info.
Well,
All
do you
right,
want to
that's
go
fine.
off of mine then?
Yeah,
Because I think
let's
we're
go
like
roughly,
similar.
yeah.
5, 4, and 113.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's a
So this first swing being a massive blow will knock you back, and the second swing is going to be an auto miss because you just got swiped
Okay.
into pretty hard.
Well, it's a crit, so I'm using it two-handed, so it's automatically 10. I just rolled a 10. So you are taking 24 damage
Oh,
off
gosh.
that hit.
Not our healer, no!
Yeah, I've got 2 health points left.
Yeah, that's what I would have
You
if
get
that hit
knocked
me.
back
That's the
5
biggest
feet,
hit I
so
had
you're
all
out
day.
of
Why were you using that on the actual bad guy?
you're out
I
of
was-
melee range.
Got the bullet right to me.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna guess that my blade is gonna be gone.
Oh yeah.
After
you
that.
gotta roll
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah.
You got to roll concentration on that.
You could roll it if you want to concentrate. It's
Doesn't
a
hurt.
constitution check.
That's a 16 on the die.
Plus 2 is 18. This
So you
doesn't
get to-
matter. Or is it?
I believe it is halved for damage over. What is it? It's basically 10 is the base, and then halved for damage over 20. So you have to beat a 12.
11 was the save. Oh, you did. You beat a 12.
Okay.
So you still
Yeah.
have a flame blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is good because you have to kill Rogar with it.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm running.
All right. Now
Um,
you've been knocked back about 5 or 6 feet. So the second swing from this raging barbarian misses you. And we go
gosh.
to.
I'm glad you gave it an auto miss.
I mean,
Yes.
because you're a raging barbarian and you just laid into her, it makes sense that she would go flying back.
I was gonna say, with a hit like that, yes,
Yeah.
that's enough to send people flying.
If you would have hit a gnome, they would have been 20 foot in damage on the fall, but and a requirement
that
to yell out
makes me
4.
hit.
All right, it is the now tied up beast that, on its turn, the legs all come together, and it lets out a moan as it slowly falls. Boom on its side, and it wiggles and tries to kick. Its tail flicks a few times. It is now prone. Its entire action is eaten up as it is fallen over, and
Top of the turn.
top of the turn order with Alolan.
Cool. So I had my enchanted arrow, so I want to use that and aim it right into the tiger dude.
Right into the tiger dude. Fire that arrow.
Okay.
Fire that arrow.
So these arrows have a +1. Does that mean they have a +1 to hit?
+1 to hit and damage.
Now, let me think out loud, because I have to decide
Mhm.
if I want to take a -5 and do more
Ooh.
damage.
Ooh.
it's the
Or-
risks we take.
Because that would still give me a +2 on the attack.
There you go.
I mean,
It's
at
I
that
guess
point-
I gotta try it, right? So that's
She's
what I'm
going
gonna
for it,
do. I'm
boys.
gonna use my sharpshooter.
As we're rolling, thank you again for everyone who's followed, watched. I think I see Sky Lily and the Shield of Destiny here as new follows. We'll be alerting you when we go live. What did we roll here?
The +1 is only on the arrow, right? It doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like I have a 9 at this point. It was a 7 on the dice, and it wouldn't have hit even if I.
Be 10.
It's not gonna hit.
It's not going to hit. That sails up and over and lands in the grass. The tiger now sees that he's got someone doing his bidding and turns to the one who stole his necklace and runs up and attempts to slash at Aloan.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
The first one is a 13,
does not hit.
and the second one is a 19.
That one does hit.
You take 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
And you now have a tiger right up in your face. Rosalind, you have been shoved back and hit pretty hard. It is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop back so I'm like my full move away from Austin.
Okay.
Probably wise.
35 feet.
All right.
And I'm going to cast. Yes.
I was gonna say if she was prone, right?
No, she was just knocked backwards and kind of
Oh,
slid.
okay.
Because she
Never
was in a
mind.
fighting stance, so she had a base to her, but she just slid back.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
She's like, let me think.
I know Aloan just took like 4 points of damage, but
No, I'm fine right now.
It's
Heal
40.
yourself. I'm
24.
Well,
I'm
Okay.
only down 10 from my original.
yeah, because there's just 1d8 right now, but that's at least something.
All right. Health
And she is
comes
now
back.
probably 40 feet away from me.
Yeah, or so.
Okay.
Yeah, like 41 feet.
Okay.
Mr. Lufalu, it is your turn with the now downed beast, and you're holding the magical rope in one hand.
I'm gonna say to Mick, second! And so, Bigsby is going to let go of the rope. He's still gonna be tied up and on the ground, right?
Yeah, the rope will retract during your turn.
Yes. So he is prone, which means advantage.
Yep.
Okay, but I only have the one blade out.
Yep.
But I'm gonna use my bonus action as I run up to switch my hunter's mark to him.
Okay.
So advantage on the attack from me. That dice just rolled entirely away.
I heard it clatter across the floor.
Advantage! Okay, here's the two dice I got. I got a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Yes!
Dang.
So
I
that
feel
will
like he
then be
20.
2d6s for the blade, 2d6s for the hunt prey, because it's all double damage dice, right?
Wait, well, you take the full.
You take the full
You have
attack.
a 6 from the scimitar and a 6 for the, and then you roll the other 2.
That's right. Sorry. I've been doing a lot.
Yep, you good, man.
So I get 12 plus 4, 16.
It's
And
Lucas
now I will
Martinez.
He got TikTok.
Yeah.
So he's got both emotes.
Boom!
Nice.
You got both! Alright, and now here's the other 2d6s to add on to the 16 damage I just did.
All right.
One of them is a 1. One of them is a 6.
Man.
You're
What is
not-
going
Valid.
on with your tower?
Nailed it.
23! Just slashing down with this scimitar.
You run up and you leap into the air and you come slashing down with the scimitar and
Nice.
you find the one little spot right in the plates of this creature's armor and come right through the neck and nearly sever the head and kill the creature.
Yeah!
Work.
Right!
So McCall
I say McCall J is still has.
was given the order. At this point, he's starting to make the move towards and sees you land in. Anything you'd like for him to do is he sees you essentially end it, and he's running in.
I think he would like look over, like being like, "I did it!" Look over, and there's Rosalind, who's like in a bad way. So he's gonna say, change that, protector! And so Mick's gonna run over, since I'm guessing he's got 45 feet of total
he's got
movement.
space, yeah.
He's gonna get in front of her and hold his action to attack anything that tries to attack Rosalind.
Okay. Rogar.
I'm assuming Bigsby is closer at this point.
Yes. You were not issued. Oh, you were issued an attack command. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Hey, that's my last command. I'm just defaulting to the last thing that was said.
So Bigsby and McCallJ are now your close to targets. McCallJ is about 7-8 feet out. Bigsby is about 10 to 12 feet from you. So if you're going just on like closeness, you're going after the fox. But if you're going off of like battle instinct, you'd probably go after.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
human
Rogar's instinct is gonna carry him towards the bigger target. So he's gonna go over to Bigsby. And yeah, it is a cold fire in his eyes. They're like almost dead as he's swinging. So here we go. First attack
That one.
on Bigsby
One.
is a 21.
That will miss due to height.
Due to height, it has to be under a certain.
I am lower than 21 inches.
Wow.
I'm not.
I was gonna be like, how do you wield a scimitar?
Dual wielder. It takes away
You
everything.
just are
that's
walking on the tips of the
There
scimitars.
you go.
All right.
So the first one will be 11.
bad. Great.
And since he's in a frenzy, he is going to attack twice. And it will also be a 21.
But not a nat 20, right?
No, not a nat 20. It's just...
And that will be I want to say, yeah, that's a 5.
All right. I'm going to look up in this moment at this guy and just be like, wrong guy. I'm not a giant tiger. I don't want to kill this thing too. What are you doing?
The Dragonborn's looking down at you with a stone cold look on his face. You don't see any emotion, but I don't know that you've seen much emotion from him anyways.
Only anger.
Only anger.
Oh, yeah.
Anger.
I feel like he's not shimmering at all. It's just a cold, dead attack.
Back to the top of the turn order. It's a low end with the tiger in her face.
So I have my bow and arrow in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just in melee range. Like, if I try and pull it, it's like point blank.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do
if
I-
you're within 5 feet, it's disadvantage.
What?
If you're using a ranged weapon and there is someone within 5 feet, you have disadvantage.
But I don't get disadvantage, right?
Why is that?
Because of the...
That is just a ranged weapon
Oh.
rule.
Well, that doesn't make sense, because if I'm standing right up on him with an arrow, it's going to go
yeah,
right into
I
his
know.
chest. I thought I would have advantage, is where I was going with this. Because how can you miss when you have an arrow to his chest?
But it doesn't have the distance?
No, that's
Like,
the thing
it
is
doesn't
you
have the
when
oomph
yeah
of travel.
bows like in the rules you have to be
Well, I have my +7, so I'll just take the
The disadvantage?
disadvantage because
Alright.
that's
Fair.
I'm more likely to get it anyways.
Do it.
And yeah, sure enough, I've got a that comes out to a 19.
On your low number?
No,
Disadvantage.
then it's a 10. Fuck this.
So you fire the shot and it kind of bounces off the shoulders.
That
You don't
literally
have
doesn't make
enough.
sense to me.
bows are distance weapons. That's like
Yeah.
green arrow
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really work up close.
He swipes at you. Oh, jeez. A crit fail on one swipe.
Hey,
And
there
a
you go.
crit hit on the other,
And
probably.
no, a 12 on the other.
No, that doesn't hit.
So he claws at you with one hand, or with one claw, and claws with the other, and ends up twisting on the 2 sliced calves that you've given him, and falls over prone as he's got a lot of pain in his twist.
So do I get an opportunity attack?
He's prone. You don't get that if he
I would
falls
say
prone.
not opportunity, but
You get
if
advantage
he's
on
prone,
your turn.
you will get advantage on your next one.
Well, I probably won't get that, so okay.
So he's twisted and fallen in front of you and lets out a yelp as you see that he's kind of grasped at both of his calves now as the pain is catching up. Rosalind.
How far am I from Tiger?
From Tiger, you're about 30 feet out.
Okay.
Heal,
I feel like if I end him.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you do damage to him, it
What
could
did you
break
do?
it. Wait,
See, I told
wait.
you.
Did he take damage from that?
He didn't take
No.
damage, no.
Okay. Yeah.
I was able to
To him.
retain my flame blade, so I'm charging at
And you get
the
advantage.
tiger and I get advantage.
With
So
Shillelagh, correct?
No,
Flame
flame blade.
blade.
Are you reconjuring?
No,
I
she
didn't
didn't
lose
lose
it.
it.
Oh, she didn't.
Oh, that's
no, she
right. That's
kept
right.
it
That's
up,
right.
yeah.
That's right. My bad.
18 on the die, so I'm gonna assume that hits.
Hits.
Nice. Get
Come
it. Get it.
10.
10 damage.
Please say that kills him.
Or that, I mean, he's
Or
got
that it
break
breaks
concentration.
Concentration.
You could crit
It
fail
does. It does break concentration by 1. So,
Don't look in his eyes!
Rogar, you feel life come back to you. Or feel more control to your life, actually.
Yeah.
Rosalind, you make a nice slash across one of his arms as he's grabbing his calves. It does not kill him, however.
I'm not gonna look him in the eyes no matter what.
Bigsby Lufaloo, your turn, sir.
I don't know if it matters.
I'm guessing, so I see Rogar do one of these,
Like.
Yep.
and I'm like, gotta kill the tiger. So I don't know if I'm gonna get hit, but I'm like, I gotta kill the tiger.
Fair.
Am I close enough to run up to the tiger?
Yeah, he's about, again, 30 feet based on where you guys had all been pushed. So you can get within melee range of him, yes.
Wonderful.
And you get advantage.
I would like to use my bonus action to move my hunter's prey to him. And
Get
I
it.
will roll at advantage.
The hunter's
he's
mark
prone.
or the hunter's prey?
Sorry, hunters. There are many games.
It's all right.
With
And
many names.
hunter's mark doesn't disappear when you've killed the creature targeting, correct?
I do not. I don't think it does. What happens is, that is a very short description. I'm pretty sure if I kill the thing, I can switch it as a bonus action as long as I'm concentrating.
Let's
It's more-
go with
I
that.
think
We can
so.
check rules later as need be.
That will be a 16 to hit.
You have found its armor class.
I found it. Right. So that's going to be my. That'll be 2d6s plus 4. I rolled a 6 on one dice
There you
and
go.
a 5 on the other.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that'll be 15 damage.
Yes. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. So that's
Nice.
exactly what you did.
You do lay into this tiger, and you realize that you bring him near to death here.
Oh,
But he's not dead yet.
I had also made him my slayer's prey earlier and had not moved that focus.
Meaning,
That is
Meaning I get another d6 of damage.
all right.
It's true.
Kill him, Dad.
And that is a 1.
I knew that would happen.
Does not kill him either. He takes 1 more point of damage. All right. McCall
Oh yeah, McCall J's gonna run up and attack him too.
All right.
An advantage. 13. Come on, Mick. Bite him. It's a total of 18.
That does hit.
Come
Bite him.
on.
Get the jugular, Mick. Come on. Get it. Suck the life out of him. Probably, maybe not. Only 7 damage. No, wait. Sorry. Wrong page. 8 damage total.
He latches in and is literally 1 point away.
No! Get him! It's okay.
Rogar.
Rogar, it is your turn.
Well, we're gonna have to see how this goes.
This guy is
Rogar
surrounded
is
here.
absolutely pissed. Very pissed. at
Do
this
not fail.
So he's running in with everything he has
Gross.
to
This is gonna be gross.
destroy this creature. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a nat 20.
Yeah!
Can we just say bye? Because he's not gonna make it.
Um,
I know what happens
so
when Rogue
at-
hits you in that 20.
At this point, what happens is the
yeah, he's
ears of everyone start to ring as a screaming dragonborn runs in and shoves the group out of the way.
Mick, run.
We move into a commercial break and come back as the party stumbles into the stumble on in, drenched in blood.
not Rogar. He is still mutilating a corpse.
No, this is
He
a
said
few
we
minutes.
cut.
This is a few minutes later.
He said we cut away, and then
This is a few minutes
No,
later
that's a
as
few
the
minutes.
party has dragged Rogar off and he's huffing and puffing, and the entire party is drenched in blood, walking into the stumble on in. The young barkeep looks up. Oh my! Are you guys okay? I've never seen so much blood in my life. Do you need anything?
4 rooms
A bath.
we
and a
have
beer.
Beer.
rooms, right?
Yeah.
Very
You
good,
still
bro.
have your rooms, and he quickly throws a few pints of really poorly poured beer up onto the countertop. Do you want food or anything?
Just
Room service.
No,
Okay,
food would
Mir,
be good.
Mir, I'll get food up to your rooms. And as you're all standing there huffing and puffing, a young gentleman walks in. Wow, you guys, you finished that dude off pretty quick. Did you see the smoke coming out of him afterwards? He must have been some demon-y creature or something. Wow. I mean, clean up. My dad's got some quests, he calls them. I'm sure that you'd be interested once your dragonborn friend calms down a bit. Huh.
Call us in the morning.
Yeah, Rogar has taken a level of exhaustion from his frenzy, so he's like raged out and exhausted and just
Level 4 Dragonborn, level 1 exhausted.
yes.
Level 3 beers in system.
Yes, about to be.
I mean, Aloan's tired. She's at half health.
Yeah.
I'm
Biggs-
a
Bigsby, do you have anything to say?
And then and Mick, we're gonna. I'll be out. I'll kill the beast.
The young man again looks over you lot and sets a small bag of coins on the countertop, looks at the barkeep and says a few words, and the barkeep takes the coins and looks at all of you. The finest baths will be prepared for you all. We'll make sure there's room service and large plates of food for you both now and in the morning. And this young, and he looks around, and the man who had walked in is nowhere to be seen. That young man will contact you soon.
Thank you.
I'll be out back in my hammock. or rather next to it, so as not to get my hammock bloody.
You take a bath.
Oh no, I'm just.
All right.
And that is our messy end to the evening here. Thank you for all tuning in, for liking, subscribing, sharing, following, etc. We did do a Instagram giveaway that ended today, and Adam Lau was our winner. Thank you for liking, following, and sharing on Instagram. Now there's one more chance to win next week. We have our season finale with our main storyline characters. There we will finish up some of our story, and during the show we will have a bot in the chat that will facilitate a giveaway, meaning you come, say something to the bot will acknowledge your presence and say, yep, you're entered. Once you're entered, you do not have to be present to win. We will contact you with a message on Twitch, so you will have to at least check your messages on Twitch. If we have any other contact information for you, we will use that as well. We will let you know if you are the winner of a brand new shiny shirt that has not been made yet. It will be made to order of your liking. So do take a look at !merch, and we will be able to give one of those to you in your chosen size. Now, can I have someone quickly go over the sponsors while I find us a group to raid? So stick around. I know this is a little bit commercially right now, but we're going to raid another channel of someone that we enjoy, provided someone's on.
You might want to check our DAT friends. I saw they had a show coming up today.
I will take a look at that.
Going into outer
Yeah.
space next. But you know what? We want to make sure we shout out people like Blacksmith Craft Dice. They rolled exactly what we needed today.
Yeah.
That's how we got them 20s.
We're gonna start making it so if our characters get charmed, that they don't get to use blacksmith.
You know what? Also, though, let's talk about some critical treasures. Look at this dice bag, handmade, as well as many other different wonderful trinkets and doodads and wonderful gaming things. You can find them on Instagram and on Etsy. That's Critical Treasures. And then, of course, we want to talk about caffeinated kobold, which makes all this beauty happen.
Which Bigsby may have had way too much of.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think if you really think about it, it was just the right amount.
And Rogar could definitely use some right now.
Roll an at 20 for your day, and however many numbers you get is how much coffee you get for the day.
Oh,
Exactly.
I like that. Cool. So with that, we don't have too many people online, but we do have the DAT Network, which Nathan does play a couple characters in various games that they have there. So we're going to raid
Yeah,
the
I
DAT
just
Network.
wanted to shoot out a note, like, please, wherever you go, like, whatever you do tonight, tomorrow, whatever, please stay safe.
Yep.
That's all I have to
Crazy
say.
world out there.
Roll some dice.
Stay at home. Watch some Netflix. Watch some DAT Network. And with that, thank you for tuning in. We're going to raid, and see you next week.
Bye, guys!
Bye.
Here we go.